Welcome back to the Super Killer Wicked podcast, guys. On tonight's episode, we have Drew McLean as well as the usual Angevaare Motorsports Super Killer Wicked podcast crew. On tonight's episode, if you notice some, let's say, technical difficulties compared to normal episodes, that is the editor's fault on tonight's episode. I had some trouble with the camera gear this evening. Please bear with me and we'll have it sorted out for future episodes. Thank you very much for tuning in and thank you very much for watching.
2 claps. Fucking guy.
Only one at a time. Okay.
Uncle Drew.
I don't understand this.
There's not a lot to understand.
It's just like normal conversation.
We're winging it the entire
Oh, I
time.
get that.
Can anyone know what the part of the day is?
Yeah, if you guys guessed throttle in a bottle, you were correct.
And Sean, if you guessed it, you're disqualified.
Yeah, Sean, if you guessed, you can go
That's enough.
We're putting that in something.
Yeah.
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 Well, not right this second.
Not tonight.
Come on.
I wish it was full. Will you go spray
Does
the
it make you
fucking
talk funny if you
LTD?
inhale it?
Oh,
It would, but it's empty.
Does it make your brain explode when you inhale it?
No, it's just laughing gas like at the dentist, makes you giggly and then you pass out.
Perfect.
We should fill it up.
I might give. No, I can't. We're live, aren't we?
We're live.
I'm not saying it.
All right.
I can edit it out.
Okay.
All right.
All right, episode 16. We have Mr. Drew McLean.
Yeah.
Welcome.
thanks. Interested to be here.
Interesting.
Interested to be here.
That's a good choice.
He did his homework. He listened to 0 podcasts and I have no idea how this goes.
He goes, where are they posted?
He's doing better than Reese, though, because Reese, we said, hey, Reese, and Reese didn't say anything for like 35 seconds.
Yes.
So he's doing better than Reese.
Yeah, the
Not bad.
reaction to conversation is good.
That's the first one to use it. A code.
I think in all 16 episodes, nobody's
Wait,
done
that's
that.
what those are for?
They all
They're racetracks.
No, they're all different.
Oh, they're not.
Oh, you grabbed TMP. You fucking scumbag.
That's
Yeah,
TMP
no.
there.
Which
We got
one?
Shannonville and then
Oh, yeah,
Calabogie.
no dice. I don't do Shannonville anymore.
Can't afford that.
No, I don't want to drive a shitty go-kart track.
Hey, they have fixed it up a little bit.
No, but not for cars that go sideways.
Well, no.
No.
You got to drive that weird layout in between, and
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Stay off the grass.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, you guys can stay off it anyway.
I was fine. I'd fly off track every once in a while.
Put 80 pounds in the
ones
rear
that
tires of the wagon when it
I
was
think it's
factory.
hilarious to put a 4-foot divot at the edge of the track. Like,
No, I don't like the bowling alley gutters.
Right.
I hate that.
Yeah.
No, just lift and just ride it out.
exactly.
No, that's fine. I'm not into that either. But
What are you into?
not much in the way of 4 wheels though.
Not anymore.
Because we always
He's built some kick-ass drift cars. He has an FD or an F
P.
R7.
yeah, first gen RX-7
Yeah.
with what is it, a Volkswagen?
1.8 turbo.
Yeah,
There you go.
Then adapted to an SR20 gearbox because I had a spare one and the bell housing stuff. Starter was kind of in the right spot, so why not?
Why not make it work for
Yeah.
him?
I was
Didn't you
like-
make that adapter plate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then remachine the flywheel and everything like that. So yeah, it's an SR flywheel on a Volkswagen.
So you two do the same kind of shit then?
yeah. I would actually say he does. Like, he does the machining and stuff that I wish I could do. Like,
Right.
even just like the equipment wise as well. Like,
Right.
Like
We
you
have a-
do
I
have
got pretty Mickey Mouse equipment.
But I mean, like, you have a mill machine stuff, so I've always saw you as like, fuck, you can do such cool shit because you have a mill machine. Obviously, it takes the brain too.
What, just at your
I don't
house you have a
know.
mill machine?
Yeah, I got a mill and lathe at the house and just taking meg and got grinders.
Yeah.
Grinder and paint make you the weld.
But yeah, you've always done pretty like unique, cool stuff, and a big thing like
That's
that,
fun.
like that we've like seen too, like the 2-stroke boat stuff.
That's been pretty fun.
Like, that's cool. Like,
That's been
again,
You have,
not
you have a Chrysler, right?
nope.
No, wasn't
no,
it?
that's
No,
Stinger.
it's all
Stinger's got the
it's all
Chrysler.
OMC.
He's got
Okay.
OMC.
All OMC stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Cody's got the 140 Chrysler.
Right.
the-
Okay.
Whatever, the 4-cylinder
Yeah.
on the Voodoo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no, the boat stuff has been fun. Either the pink and white 60s boat,
That thing's so cool.
that
Yeah.
thing's a treat, and then
I love that thing.
the Checkmate's fun, and
We'll have
that's
to
been
put
a
pictures
whole,
up.
The
We'll have to
checkmate's
get-
not. I'll get you
I need
photos.
pictures, yeah. I don't know anything about, are they boats like what your boat is or what?
No, they're so one's a fast fiberglass boat, and one is like, well, what year would the pink one be?
63.
Yeah, so 60s.
deluxe.
Like, and it's
That
like
thing's a
picture a
peach.
60s car.
Yeah.
It's
With
that.
the dash
and
It's that, but it
everything.
floats
It's
instead.
It's got windshield
That's-
Does it have a
wipers.
glove box?
No glove box. full dash, and then
Isn't
Yeah.
the windshield weird?
power tilt full glass windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
It's
an
sick.
actuator underneath that
it
tilts it up
works.
horizontal.
Wow.
Dude,
Yeah.
that thing's a cruiser.
Yeah, everything in it works, and that was the whole
Where-
name of the game.
Where'd you find that? Like just
Lakefield?
Tweed.
Not Tweed.
Yeah, previous owner had a LTD too.
Yeah, he got that one in Lakefield. It was
just
like
a marketplace?
no. I don't know how I came to kind of want these boats, but so they were all built in Peterborough.
strict
Outboard
autism.
Marine.
Yeah, that one.
I have family members that were all outboard Marine and like early outboard Marine, like my
Right.
grandma's father, my great grandfather.
Wow.
So we're talking early 1900s. Like he was one of the first 8 guys in the plant,
Wow.
which was Johnson Motors Canada.
Yeah.
And so then, like, my grandma's 94 now, and
Still
she
works there?
yeah, still going strong. Yeah, working for Pioneer Chainsaws, cutting
Yeah.
logs. And I just had family members there, and it was always kind of a brand loyalty for
Yeah.
no reason, but
Right.
the old school era where companies gave you livelihood, and it wasn't so much
Yeah.
feast and famine and bottom line.
Right.
It was, people
You
had
treated
loyalty.
well.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
it put a lot of meals on people's tables, like a lot.
Yeah. We had a few major things back then, like G and
Yep.
Outboard and a few, but no, they were around for a long time.
Oh yeah, and like these were what made Peterborough independent.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why
they're
we're
literally
not
what-
GTA.
built Peterborough.
Yeah.
Peterborough boats.
Yeah. Well, but
That's-
mine's actually outboard Marine.
Okay.
They were actually this was their first crack at we want to do hulls as well. And so the first year was actually 62. So this one just happened to be a 63. But
Yeah.
Would that all have been at that building that's right by where Michael's is now today? The
Yep.
building
Yeah.
behind.
Oh no, so what was the Canoe Museum, which was right at Monaghan Road?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was their kind of corporate head office.
Yeah, and the
So this
building-
is Outboard Marine Canada. This was
Okay.
the
No, no.
spot.
Like I knew that was the office, but like the plant behind
All the
it was
warehousing
related.
behind, that was
Okay.
part of the plant.
Okay.
They had stuff south of Lansdowne Place as well. So like their race shop and a whole bunch of other manufacturing was down that side too.
Okay.
And then across the street, which is not Evinrude Center anymore, that was the Pioneer Chainsaw testing facility. So Pioneer Chainsaws was also Outboard Marine.
They had a dyno for them and everything. And a truck.
Literally just polluted with bar oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wearing
Two-stroke.
logs out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge main jets.
While we're on boat topic, give us like a quick rundown of the Checkmate and how it's gone through your ownership. Because I remember the day, like one of the first days when you got it, and I was like, "Why? What is this? What should we just drop this off at Bensford Road?"
No, that started at a drift event in Ottawa. So I was at the Carp Airport for a drift event. It was kind of a one-off, I think. I don't know if they hosted another one, but they did that. It was like that peak summer, 35 degrees, a clear sky, so hot. And I'm just like, why am I doing this? I am just sweating. I need a boat. And so it was literally that Sunday driving back from Carp Airport, Kijiji, and it's like, oh, that looks kind of cool. It's got a Tower Power Merc on it, 110
The
horse.
inline 6?
Yep,
Great motor.
they're pretty wild.
Massive.
Pretty wild. They're pretty cool motors. Super smooth when they run right.
Oh, yeah.
Inline
Inline 6.
six.
Yeah.
And
Two-stroke.
Yep. And it
On
was
the back of a, how long of a boat? 14 foot?
15.
15 foot.
15
right.
foot.
Thing's almost 15 feet tall.
Yeah, and
Tower power.
it was, I don't know. It was like, okay, Monday night, I'm going to look at it in Georgina. And I bring it home. I don't know how much. I think I paid too much for it. But I remember the guy's wife, oh, this thing's fast. And I took it out on Little Lake after watching this soggy transom bob a motor down the highway. And I'm like, I got 30-mile-an-hour out of it. I'm like, this thing is so slow.
That's fast.
I was like, oh man, this is so slow.
You can get like 9.8s up to almost 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, our 14-foot tenor with a 9.9 on it does like 23 mile an hour.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
you'd be knocking on that. And I'm like, oh, this is so depressing. And then I'm just watching it on the trailer, and I was like, oh, when is this motor just going to peel off the back?
Yeah.
So it became, like most of my toys, a bigger project than
It should
I
have
told
been.
myself initially.
Right.
I can't leave it alone.
And
so
does it have a name?
low expectations.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. That's perfect.
So then that became a full split gut, everything like that, new transom, core, everything. It's a new boat. And resprayed the metal flake, which was a first time doing that, and that was a mess. I got to do that twice
Oh, nice.
because it didn't
Because you liked it so much.
because it didn't stick right. And it just
nothing
Well,
like having
I
a
learned-
paint
I
job
learned
twice,
something.
eh?
Who painted that? Yeah. We're talking about sticking not right.
yeah, that was a depressing morning when I came back in the shop and I looked at a couple blisters on like tight radiuses, but it actually stayed. It looked like vinyl that hadn't stuck.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like it looked like you could warm it up and push
Oh,
it
it
back
was
down.
ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, what's going on here? And so I like swiped it with my hand, and it just
It all
like,
flaked off.
I'm like, oh. So I got to sand that and redo it all over again, and then bury it 5 coats of clear. But it's been cool. That's been a lot of like, like speedboat mindset forum page kind of stuff. That boat can't do 80 mile an hour, or like those motors. You can't do those motors and that kind of thing. So. I mean, my best is 94, and I
Which
can
is
Miles an hour?
insane.
miles an hour.
Insane.
In a 15-foot boat.
Yep.
That sounds terrifying.
And it's
I
like,
had an 18-foot Charger with like a
Yep.
200 Black Max, and I got like 72 out of it, and it's terrifying.
too much trim.
Yeah.
Trimming too much.
But
yeah, keep
yeah.
I'm,
her
I'm
flat.
in the back seat, and he had to keep me asleep. I was probably 2 or 3 years old in the back of that thing.
Yeah, you guys fell asleep at 70
No,
miles an hour.
There's a clip I have of Stu, because when I first built the boat, it was side-by-side seating. And then I had a V4 115, which did like 65, 66 was its best. And
Is
I'm
it
like,
still the same boat or is it different boat?
same boat.
Same boat,
Okay.
different motor.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I came across a blown up V6 version of the 115, which would be a 175. And it's like, all right. And then kind of figured out, all right, well, we're going to shorten the motor too. So I cut 4 inches out of it.
Yeah.
So made it into a 16 from a 20. So it keeps the center of gravity down. So that was cool. Definitely a head scratcher because you can't go any shorter than that. You won't have trim.
No.
Right, like,
Like,
you just
that's
run
actually
it,
the limit of what
Yeah.
you can
run
do.
out of room for the rest of
You
the
can't
like
support it. No trim cylinders,
Yeah.
everything like that. And then, it made. I already made a jack plate for it, and then, set that up. Kind of took a big wag at motor height, everything like that. It would do like 80. It did like 80 almost out of the box with like not much change. I think at that point I redid the fuel cell and the seats so they were in line, which then I kind of had to relearn how to drive the boat because it was actually balanced. Because when you're flying on a 4-inch wide pad with a side steer,
it is amazing how different
you
they
go
Yeah.
big steer and then small correction, and then when it's in the middle, it's even amounts.
feel. Yeah.
So it's pretty neat.
Like we know that from our even in the jet boats, like being so little, like me by myself versus a passenger,
Yeah.
and even a passenger with fuel
oh yeah,
are 3 different boats,
They'd
like
feel different.
entirely. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
a
one
small boat for sure.
Yeah, so I
'Cause what,
totally
they're
understand
like
that. Going to
12?
in night. Well, ours
Like
ours are
12 or-
11s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so you change the side to side weight balance of those, and it changes entirely how a boat will feel.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then now do that on a 4-inch wide
Exactly.
pad.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny.
You took the 115 V4 off the Checkmate and
Yep.
put it on the Deluxe, didn't you?
Yeah. What did I do? I scuffed a cylinder, turning lots of RPM on the Checkmate, and I felt it. I felt the shutter at speed, and I was like, oh, damn. Dropped 200 RPM, and So what ended up, I think it was a reed plate. I was testing some fiberglass ones for a guy in the States, and it chipped the corners off the reed, and I think that's probably what scuffed it ultimately.
That went into the motor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I think that's what ended up.
Reeds, eh?
Yeah, instead of stainless. Stainless is most OEM stuff, which
Yeah.
that's all I've ever run. And then I tried these. I wasn't happy with them.
Wrecked a motor and then learned from it. And
And then I went back to the
Funny how that
OEM
works, eh?
stainless stuff, and it's been good. Most Merc guys will change to a glass or carbon fiber reed, but the OMC stainless stuff has been awesome.
Yeah.
They turn RPM good, so
It's
I'm
not
fine
broke-
with that.
it's not
yeah, like
broke,
how
don't
many
fix it.
RPMs
Yeah.
would you push that?
7,
Yeah.
so it's not bad. Just most of the time it's like high 6s kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot
But
of
that's-
prop and stuff.
But it's different too, right? Because like a 4-stroke, like 7,000 RPM, the valves only have to do half of that work. Whereas on a 2-stroke, they're working intake strokes every single turn. So effectively, you're
Power stroke every time.
right, like your intake and exhaust valves are
Which I
doing
don't have, they're just holes.
right, but
Yeah.
are essentially working double duty on a 2-stroke as they would on a 4-stroke. So you think like 7,000 RPM, well, 4-strokes do that. It's like, yeah, but the valves are moving half as fast in a 4-stroke as you expect the
Yep.
changes in a 2-stroke to happen. So
Yep.
The 2-strokes are amazing.
reeds are moving twice the duty cycle.
They're amazingly simple
Yep,
and complex at the same time.
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
It's
it's amazing they work, the way the lubrication and everything is done on them. Yeah, now oil injection and everything, but it's amazing.
Like
in
splashing some fuel vapor with some oil in
oil
it
in
on
it to lubricate.
a chainsaw running what 15,000 RPM, like little
there's
stuff,
some stuff that turns some numbers. for
right?
sure.
Like like it is
Yeah, like
insane.
dirt bikes. Like all my motocross back then were 2-strokes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wouldn't change it.
Yep.
Mix it.
Yeah.
Oil and gas, baby.
yeah.
Yeah. You know it's there.
Oh, you'll like this one. So the Checkmate, I'll run anywhere between 32 and 25 to 1. With lots of oil.
Lots
Wow,
of oil.
yeah.
Lots of oil. It won't be a lubrication failure.
No,
No. And who cares? You're keeping the bugs away. And
Yeah.
because normal's like what
50.
40, 50 to 1.
50.
50 to 1 and
Yeah.
some of the outboards, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a nice.
But then a lot of the modern DI stuff will like scale back super lean. On
oh
the oil.
yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for like
And then they'll
emissions and-
ramp. Like,
yeah.
But
It's
Yeah.
variable and as it needs it, yeah.
Yeah,
Why
so that's
why that ratio as opposed to a 40 or 50?
More oil.
just to make sure I have
oil.
lubrication.
I just don't.
it's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
more oil.
Just
Like
more
why?
oil.
Because
Why
that's
not?
what's going to kill it.
Right.
And,
Well,
And
not
because if
anymore.
you can, like, because the oil essentially will make it burn dirtier.
Right.
But if you can cope with that downside, like you could, if you could figure out a way to burn straight oil, the motor will never fail for lubrication. It just doesn't burn great, right?
Right.
So
Right.
you find that medium. So the more oil you can put in, the only downsides, in a sense, is a dirtier
The
burn,
dirtier work.
which is only the guy behind you's problem as
Problem,
far as
yeah.
we're concerned.
and nothing better than a smoking old 2-stroke
Like-
on an outboard dirt
Something
bike.
smells
with
great.
Puffing
It
out
does.
blue smoke out
It's
of
awesome,
a 2-stroke
yeah.
boat, like
Yeah.
there's nothing better than that. Idling
Oh, yeah.
across like a nice glass lake, and your 2-stroke boat's just putting out, ready for some fun.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that. Yeah.
Now, you have another V6.
I do.
Is it going on the Checkmate or is it going on a different boat?
No, the original plan was Checkmate, but
bought
that one
another boat.
that one I think is destined for the Allison,
Right.
which is another 15-foot boat. But they were a dedicated race boat from
Okay.
the early 70s again.
And it needs a full resto as
It
well.
is the
And you-
biggest pile of shit I've picked up as a starting point.
Would you say that one was?
Allison. So do like Allison 15R or like an Allison 15-foot.
And that's fuel injected.
So that whole project is that's a whole thing.
That's why you went to Fuel Tech, right?
Yes.
For that.
Well, that was just kind of
A good.
a bonus to it
Yeah.
because I had already bought Fuel Tech ECU.
Something like that?
Yep.
Kind of not a great
Yep.
picture.
No,
That's
same thing.
looking.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So if you're ever familiar with like fountains,
Yeah.
you know how they have the hook bow?
Yep.
That's from. So Reggie Fountain used to race Allison's in his
Okay.
younger days, and I think that's where that design came
Right.
The
from.
little.
The hooked bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fountains.
Yeah,
have
because
the-
Allison's have never done anything bigger than they do a ton of bass boats now.
Oh yeah, when I look up Allison, like all bass
Mental
boats,
fast.
Yeah.
Like picture like the best race bred V bottom hull with a bass deck on it.
Yeah.
Like they have bass boats that will do 100 mile an hour with way less than 300 horse.
yeah, which
Way
is
less.
insane.
Which everyone else today is like 300's the
the minimum,
round
like,
number.
yeah.
Minimum
Gotta have a 300, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, I don't know.
to get to that fishing
Whatever.
hole quick.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
like obviously similar to the car world. Like, yeah, horsepower does make it faster, but at the end of the day, like drag is drag. So, like a big blunt nose square truck is not going to go as fast as a streamlined sports car. Same with
That's on, eh?
same with the boat world. Like
Yep.
a good hull makes a massive difference in terms of mile an hour and stability. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Rob has the
Clap.
Okay, so we had to edit some stuff because, as you probably know by this point, we didn't have the camera recording. If you're still with us and didn't see anything yet, that was not planned and it was an accident.
It's not your TV. It's
16 episodes in and still can't get the camera.
Yeah, who cares?
Oh, well.
We're not professionals. All right, where were we though?
what were we talking about?
We were talking about your
Fueling
newest boat,
motor,
the
and
Allison.
Let's about the Allison.
So tell us
Yeah,
about
that-
Fuel Tech. Just quickly, just touch on how was that?
Oh, the actual course in
Yeah.
Georgia. That was pretty neat. It
Where was the course?
Georgia.
Okay.
Like their USA facility.
Right.
That's where, like, if you see any of their YouTube dyno videos,
Yeah.
that dyno.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of neat because at the end of each course, a lot of stuff like that they touched on, like wiring logic, and then they got into base map generation. That was the whole thing around that was like, here's how you can like safely set up any motor and be safe enough to then go out and dial it in.
Right.
That
yeah.
was the whole kind of
Which is
gist of
frankly
that.
the most important part. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't even trust it on the road or the dyno to begin with, then
Yep.
where do you
like
start? So
they're
literally,
primarily drag, so they want to have you be able to go up, make kind of a test pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll do some plug chops, you'll do anything like that, but you'll start tuning
Get
and
some
then
data.
get some data,
Mm-hmm.
make some corrections, and then just you can start figuring out your way from there.
yeah. But yeah,
So
if
that
the
was
thing
kind of the
can't-
gist.
if the thing can't run and can't go point A to point B at all,
Yeah.
then where do you start?
Yeah.
Right. So that is
Now,
good logic.
They didn't really touch on, you know, there's all the stuff that you can really like dive deep on and waste tons of time. I did it with the wagon. Like all your enrichments. So like all your creature comfort driving enrichments, like your startup reliability. And I
Cold
remember
start, hot
Idling,
start.
hot
yeah.
start. Yeah.
I remember, well, hot shouldn't change too much because at that point,
It
you
is
should
pretty-
be just on your map. Whereas anything outside the operating parameters, you're going to be all enrichment curves
Yeah.
and tables and whatnot. I spent a Saturday and a Sunday doing the wagon. But that thing would start up reliably, minus 20 to plus 35. It didn't skip a beat. Like that thing ran no matter what. It
Which
was
for like
pretty good.
like the normal people in the world listening to this, like that is harder than it seems.
It is.
Like
Very,
the fact-
people
yeah.
don't get it.
The
like,
fact you can walk outside of your car and fire it up when it's as cold as it could ever be and when it's as hot as it can ever be without having to change anything,
Without
Is-
having to whack the throttle 3 times.
right, like is insane.
Well,
what
it's,
goes
it's getting in, firing up, putting it in drive, and driving it, and it drives the same plus 40,
Right.
minus 40.
Yeah. Even
That is
yeah.
the tuning, like, that's where
That's what
my
engineers get
appreciation
like
for all the tuning
millions
is.
and millions of dollars go into
R&D,
the
yeah.
R&D on factory computers to do that on everyday cars.
Yep.
That in our world with race stuff, like, yeah, not many people can do it properly. Like, you can get lucky enough that, yeah, cold starts and then hopefully it warms up okay, and once it's warm, it's fine. But, like, yeah, not many people would understand what goes into making that happen the first
Yep.
time. Yeah.
Like, my SR was tuned by a shop in Toronto years ago, and it ran like a total bag until that coolant temp hit 170. And then all of a sudden it idles nice. Everything
Like a
else,
switch, it's
it was
perfect.
literally tuned in one temperature range, and that was it.
That was
it was a
it.
total bag outside of that. And then the wagon was, you know, I spent some time on enrichments and stuff like that, and it started up and it drove pretty damn good.
What is this wagon?
Yeah,
What
okay,
are
so touch on what the
right,
SR
Sorry,
was
yeah,
in
hold
first.
on. Well, I'll stay on topic. So Fuel Tech was fun. That was a course.
And is that something you just wanted to do?
Yeah.
Nothing with your work, just something you
And
how did you go about doing this?
Just booked
Message?
it.
Yeah, just
booked
Yeah,
it, paid for
you
it.
can book it.
Okay.
It's normally a classroom of like 20, 25 people kind of
Okay.
thing. So at their facility in Georgia, they actually have an education program. And then the last day, they will typically book somebody in. Now, it can be anything from, 800 horse car to a 5,000 horse car.
wow.
And the final day, the Friday, is a full dyno day. So you're like, we're not on the keys, somebody's
No, you're watching it happen.
somebody's
Like,
program, but they're going through all the tuning motions of, start up, and then it seems like nobody's car is ever prepared for a dyno session.
No cars
So
ever
then
prepared for dyno.
troubleshooting, and
Everything
like that.
breaks, and
We
does-
tell people that.
we can,
We told you,
we,
like,
we warn people that
nothing goes well on a dyno
No.
ever.
It takes a lot to prepare a car,
it does.
to do that.
especially a full, and we're not necessarily talking like, oh, I put a cam in my Corvette and went to the dyno. It's like when we're talking like proper race
Full
cars,
program.
proper like purpose-built vehicles,
Yep.
from scratch vehicles, aftermarket standalones on aftermarket engine setups with aftermarket boost, and like there's a lot that goes into
It's
it.
amazing
that,
they run
like
Yep.
when it comes down, once
The
you get
easiest-
into it.
like the easiest way to compare it is like, all right, you have respiratory issues and you're high risk heart attack, and you have to go for your stress test. Let's hope nothing bad happens.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's hope
Is
for the
essentially how it
best.
goes. Like it's
Yeah.
putting a car on a treadmill, and all it has is problems, and you're trying to cross them off the list.
Yep.
Like, yeah,
And it's expensive in the dyno room when this happens.
It is, because all of a sudden you're on a charge clock.
You are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
$250 an hour regardless. And you blow your guts, you're going to pay a big cleanup fee.
you just get to do it again after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to push it home, put it back together, and try
Try
again.
and go back again, and yeah.
Yep. So no, it was a cool program. There was a lot of stuff that I knew, which then was just either reassured,
Yeah.
or if there was little tweaks here and there. So like, the one day I was like, oh, okay, like, it's like, okay, good. Like my understanding, engineering design around all of that is
sound.
aligned with, some of the big names in motorsports.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's cool. And so yeah, I did that, but that was all around, that came up. So I had already bought a Fuel Tech. I just liked the fact that their ECU was a touchscreen dash. It's a one-stop shop. Like it saves you another $1,500 on a on a
'cause,
display.
Like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not like we've never used one,
No.
but essentially it'd be like picture my Holly Terminator
Your
with the
main-
dashboard attached to it, and it's all
Right.
one unit.
Yeah,
Everything comes from
that's
it.
kind of cool.
So for
It was just a nice package. And then
Yeah.
the cool thing about that was because I was aiming to use it in a boat, it's actually IP67 rated, which is
Yeah, waterproof.
more, it's pretty damn close to waterproof.
Waterproof, yeah.
Not just, loosely
Resistant.
resistant.
yeah, like
So-
it has an O-ring around the screen. Like no, like
Yeah,
it's like
no, it's-
it can literally get water on it, around it, and
Yeah.
sit near it. Okay, is it gonna go to the bottom of the lake and survive? Well, not much can, but it can
Yep.
live in a boat.
Yeah,
And-
it can be
and-
rained
yeah.
on. It can get
Yeah.
all the environment.
And again, to circle
Yeah.
back, like in a boat, it's nice. It's all in one package. Like
Yeah.
cars, in a sense, cars were spoiled with space. Like you can tuck it, behind the airbag on the firewall, and then
Yep.
the screen and the dashboard and stuff. But an old school boat, the dashboard's 4 inches tall, 4 feet wide,
right
and
in
there's
front of you, and that's it.
there's not much else anywhere other than poking holes in fiberglass where you're going to see the bolt head. Like you can't
Yep.
just mount stuff to anything in a boat. So being a convenient
Yep.
package
That's pretty
pays
cool.
off.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like in a boat is that your engine harness is now 15 feet long.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is kind
that's
of an
the-
odd, like it's strange.
Yeah,
Right?
That's a
when
weird
we do
thing
all
in
the
the-
jet boats, we have to like
Yeah.
every harness, every wire.
Yep.
It's
You're
is
stretching
funny
it further
because-
than
yeah,
just right
yeah.
here.
yeah, it's a
All the
pain in the
important
butt.
stuff's in the front and the engine's in the back, and you do have to
Yeah.
connect the dots with a lot of wires.
Oh,
Like,
you guys will like this one. So they got into PWC stuff, Fuel
Okay.
Tech. So they had their one test mule there, which was a Yamaha.
I think I
PWC.
knew they did a lot with the PWCs.
It was cool because they have all their toys in that shop, and they're not scared of playing. They're not too good
They're not
for
worried-
any one
they're not
project.
worried about blowing something up?
No,
or- no.
Like it's pretty neat because there's a lot of shops that this is this is their niche. This is their niche.
Yep.
They were doing, like, because their ECUs do hybrid and full electric support
really?
as well.
Oh, cool.
So they were doing a Fox body full electric conversion. That was one corner. And then the owner had a mental built Mark IV 2J Supra. That was, another toy.
How many horsepower is that? Pumping?
I don't know. Lots of four digits of some
Yeah.
sort. Oh, yeah. And it'd be like your 1600 kind of deal, probably, if I had to
Insane,
guess.
yeah.
Then they were just rolling in the 90s Benz SL 600, the V12.
Yeah.
They were going to outfit full fuel tech on that
Sick.
and do
That's
the 12-to-1 and
Yeah.
try and make it sound like an
That'd
F1
be
car.
insane.
That was
be
a neat
sick.
project. Then they had a shipping crate on the Friday that rolled in. I think it was a W12, one of the Bugatti, Volkswagen, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one. And it's like, oh, what are we going to put this in? Like, just shows up,
Yeah.
it's
just-
a wrecker motor kind of thing.
That's awesome.
And then they had, like, drag cars and whatnot. But yeah, it was pretty neat. Like, they had a junior dragster there, which
That's
was all
cool.
fuel teched out. And,
Yeah.
and those are single cylinder looking deals. And then they had a moped with a turbo. like
Like
That's some
sick.
shit.
like
you would
anything.
build.
It's
Yeah.
just like
Who
they
doesn't
had-
need? Who doesn't need that?
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
just like, yeah, all right, we'll do that. And it's pretty cool. But yeah, they're PWC, they're Yamaha.
What is PWC?
Personal watercraft.
See, like,
Like,
a,
like
Oh, okay.
Sea-Dog.
Sea-Doo.
Sorry, I'm
Sea-Doo,
new.
water
Like,
wasp.
I'm new.
Yes.
We call, like, being in Canada being BRP, like we
Bombardier.
call PWC Sea-Doos.
Sea-Doo.
yeah,
So
you,
So that's
are
a
you going, are you
Yamaha
going
Sea-Doo. It's like-
Sea-Dooing. That's
Okay, yeah.
like tissue and Kleenex.
Yes.
Like
Right,
they're all tissue,
okay.
But
They're
yeah.
all tissue papers,
but Kleenex is
the one
the
brand.
we all
The
know.
one
Yeah.
that's stuck.
But yeah,
Yeah,
PWC is just personal watercraft. The
Okay.
idea of a Sea-Doo or, yeah.
Okay.
jet drive water bike looking thing.
The Yamahas are called butt jammers.
Yeah.
They haul ass.
The Yamahas are nice.
Yamaha's
Yeah,
It's, it's like a 4-cylinder.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
1.8
a
liter.
1.8.
In a Sea-
One
Yeah,
eight,
1.8,
one eight
and then
four-cylinder
supercharged
supercharged.
1.8.
Supercharged.
In a
So
Sea-Doo?
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what they took was they kept the charger on it
Yeah.
And added a turbo.
and then put a I think it was like a 3071 Garrett or something like that behind it, and then the exhaust came out the
Screamer
back
right
of the
behind
seat.
the seat.
1,000 horse.
Yeah.
What?
Sea-Doo or
Yeah,
personal watercraft.
does like 140 mile an hour.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of like the drag.
Yeah.
The drag seat.
Well, because they do plug and play harness kits now
Yeah, which is
for all the
insane.
drag Sea-Doos.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
That's pretty cool. But who was the guy? What's the name? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, he does crazy stuff on the Sea-Doo platform.
Yep.
With their, again, 1.5 3-cylinder supercharged, but putting massive turbos on it.
Yep.
Like,
Oh,
Like-
it's Craig.
right? No,
Ice cream on the lake.
no,
Yeah.
his was a Yamaha actually.
Yeah.
His was a Yamaha. It was nice. But again, like 3-cylinder 1.5,
yep.
making 800,000-900,000
They make good
horsepower,
numbers.
What?
and doing like I don't want to be totally out to lunch. Let me see what it is. The world record PWC number is like
It's like 145.
145 mile an hour.
That's fucking
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
It's scary watching them, like because it's just a suction, right? Like the
Yeah.
jet.
You break that suction.
And when
keep-
they
just
lift,
keep talking.
Yeah.
when they lift off, the thing comes to a screaming halt. Like guys get
Oh,
sucked
yeah.
into the bars.
Yeah.
It's violent.
Yeah,
I would have no
like,
interest.
Like those, the jet boats, right?
yeah,
In the
jet
lake.
sprint boats.
Yeah, you lose the suction and you're gone.
142 mile an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is funny.
It's wild.
We were testing. It was Rob's boat. We just finished an 11-foot 2-seater jet boat with a tuned 300 horse. So it was like
Yep.
call it like 320, 325 horse.
Yep.
Sea-Doo power plant. Took it out for its first test drive.
it
and,
worked good.
and it worked like
Almost,
really good.
Almost too good.
And then and it was one of those like, and you know this obviously, like the faster things go, the more like perfect they have to be, obviously. But like you start finding the weak links, and those weak links aren't always the most obvious things, right? So in every boat ever, we run the steering cable, a lazy loop, right down the gunnel. It's tied up in the gunnel. A lazy loop through the engine bay, so it's nice and smooth, and to the pump, right? So we've run every single steering cable ever on all 11 of our boats the exact same, right? But this boat at 72 mile an hour pointed out that the weak link was there was enough slop in the cable, and it switched ends on me and Jackson so fucking quick. Like,
So
So-
slop as in just like it
Right.
wasn't like you had compliance in just
Like just
throttle?
in the
Or-
nozzle. So holding the steering wheel stiff, the nozzle had just enough
Oh,
room.
yeah.
Right?
Not rigid enough.
Right.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we deemed this to essentially we added a handful more brackets to the steering cable and it was never a problem again. But so 72 miles an hour on Chemong Lake, the thing switched ends on us.
Like
It spun
Marina.
so quick. My hat just came off my head and it stayed still, but
Yeah.
to my vision it spun
Yeah.
and then landed back on me. And like it was so violent. We went and Jackson was a little guy, like compared to me. So like I body checked him and he hit the side of the boat and then I came back and had the gnarliest bruise on my arm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we just like settled down and it was like, how many times did we spin? And you were on the Sea-Doo beside us and you're like, I saw at least 2.
That's when I lost Rob's phone.
Yeah.
Remember that? He goes, "Where's my phone?" I'm like, "Where was it?" He goes, "The back of the Sea-Doo." I was
Not a
like,
good place to put it.
"Well, I've
phone.
been doing 80
No.
miles an hour around the lake for
Yeah.
3 hours, so
Yeah. But oh my goodness. So yeah, like
Yeah,
72
it's-
mile an hour, the thing, all of a sudden he tried to correct, like hit a little wake and tried to correct. And instead of correcting, it just caught the other way.
Yeah.
And just like his hands didn't move. We could
No.
just tell all of a sudden it went, "Goom," and it like the boat just, and skipped like a
Who's
stone.
driving you?
Jackson was driving.
Jackson,
I was in the
okay.
passenger seat. So
You almost got a
'cause-
concussion, and
yeah, like it was so violent. And yeah, like we spun like a full 2 times and settled down and it was like,
Oh, water,
just
water is
happened?
violent.
it is.
Water
Yeah.
is violent.
Yeah.
Cars are
Yeah.
like unless you're hitting something, water is violent.
100%.
It goes from like silky smooth to like grabbing. you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, but it's like hands
and it feels
grabbing.
like
it's not.
concrete.
It's it's not
Yeah.
forgiving. I've
We
been
got some-
fortunate enough that like, you know,
Yeah.
my boat's handled well. It's been good. I haven't had any like major breakages or anything that's caused that. But yeah, like
But yeah.
94, it was
That's
well
insane.
it was
Yeah.
well handled.
Yeah.
That's
I got
insane,
a
though.
video clip of Stu.
yeah.
Front to back seating.
Yes.
He's filming like in the back seat behind me, and you can see the GPS. It's like 91, 92 with 2 of us in it. And I think
And
that's
that
all
was-
it did.
that was-
Inline
yeah.
seating.
Which would be funny,
You
like
have
you're
to send
peeking
me
over
that
his
video.
shoulder, like
Yeah.
it's like,
Jam it for these.
tuck your head back in. We need another mile an hour.
No, that was it. And yeah, it's like I have other clips that you can see it doing like high 80s, and it's just
Yeah.
flat planted.
And it's like, not that it's any safer. Like that speed is dangerous no matter what.
Oh yeah,
But at least you have
60 is dangerous.
at least
Yes.
you have a little bit of a rudder in the water.
Not really.
Like, because that's the problem with the jet drive stuff. Like again, going back to the fast Sea-Doos, like at 140 mile an hour, if that thing broke suction, you're dead. And that's what happened. Like,
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm getting at. Like, so when it turned that sharp, we broke suction off
Yep.
the water, and at that point we were just along for the ride. We have
Yep.
nothing.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have nothing that even resembles a rudder to point us forward,
skeg or
let alone
nothing.
straight.
When
Like
you-
it just
When you say break suction, does it just take a gulp of air instead of taking a gulp of
right
water?
Yeah.
because the jet drive obviously is pulling water up into the hull and shooting it
Shoot
out.
out the back.
So all of our traction comes from that down force of pulling the water up in it, as well as then just the thrust coming out the back. So it'd be like, I don't know. It is kind of the
Is it
idea
like a
of
jet
like,
engine compressor stall?
Right,
Like,
like-
that the same idea?
and yeah, like if a
It just doesn't have any more push.
right,
Yeah, like that's just
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're stalling.
yeah, the same idea is stalling it out. But yeah, if it breaks suction, right? So now it just pulls a gulp of air. It takes a lot of energy to pull that water back through.
Yeah, to get it going
So the
again.
time it takes to do that, you're not attached to the surface anymore. Like we don't
luck.
really have like we don't have
You
a
have a
skeg.
keel,
We don't
yeah.
have
And these
anything.
boats are pretty much flat bottom. The
Right.
jet boats
Yeah,
we have.
yeah.
So as
Which
soon-
is honestly a saving grace.
Yep.
well, because if it wasn't flat bottom, we would have flipped 100 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least it does skip
It's-
like a stone.
It's
Like,
not a bad thing.
Right.
It's not bad.
but yeah. So once it breaks that suction, you lose your steering. Right, you lose all authority
Power.
of everything. You can't just like click it into reverse to try to slow down or anything like
reverse
that.
there.
Like you're just along for the ride until it slows
Until
down.
it slows down.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's usually the faster you go on water, like it's violent. Like
The more concrete water becomes.
yeah,
100%.
crashing
Oh,
at 10
it's-
mile an hour is nothing. Crashing at 20 is
It's-
more than twice as bad, and it's
Yeah.
exponential from there on. Like
That's why I want to do 50 in Dickie's 8-foot boat.
No, you don't.
We can do 40.
oh yeah,
I've got to go in 40.
there we go.
Yeah. It's an 8-foot boat with a 40 horse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anything Kyle owns shouldn't do fucking 40 miles an hour.
I think it's great. It's set up. It was a full 3-day weekend restructure restoration. It's not pretty, but everything about the boat is solid now.
Nice.
And then, like cannibalized this jack plate so it would fit a 40 horse. And like
What boat is it? Like,
it
If
was
Kyle owns it, who
Aqualark.
fucking knows?
Aqualark is what it is.
Aqualark.
Yeah, they literally look like a carnival boat.
I think I know
It's a
exactly
carnival
what you're
boat.
talking about.
It has an 8-foot wide step pad, which is actually fantastic, and it'll get up onto the pad, and it does 40 with 2 of us. in.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Do you want to touch quickly on the FC, and then we'll talk about the wagon?
Yeah, we'll get into the
Oh,
car.
you want to do
stuff.
car stuff? Okay, so I'll do automotive start, which would have been my first gen, which I still have.
Yeah.
So I bought that when I was 19.
The RX-7?
Yeah, the first gen, yeah. And
And what color is it?
it
like
it
that
was
blue.
resprayed, that early 2000s like gunmetal gray.
Yeah.
It was a Mazda color that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
resprayed. It should be repainted again, but I mean, it's pretty good.
It hasn't
Yeah.
left a garage in 2 years. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, that started out kind of neat. That was where I started
And how
learning
did you get it?
more
Like rotary stock?
stock.
Yeah.
like stock-ish apart. Like everything about it looked and appeared stock, apart from it being resprayed or none of the emissions stuff on the boat.
Right. But
Other
otherwise,
than
like
that,
carb,
it's an 84.
carb 12A,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
So it was pretty cool, and I had a lot of fun with that. That was like autocross. That was
Yeah.
that was a lot of introductory stuff. It was first car, rear-wheel drive, manual, like
Cool
that kind
car.
of thing. It was
They're cool.
and they
It was fun.
Like they look sweet. They're light. They're great.
super
like,
light.
Yeah.
Mazda understands handling.
Yep.
They've
Yeah.
always done a fantastic job of that. That's something that I think people don't quite, it's like you get more fanboy cars like S2000s and other stuff, and it's like, I don't know, Mazda definitely always understood handling.
Call me biased, but there is a reason. Like the Miata is the most raced car in the world.
They're-
Like,
They handle well.
yeah,
do.
like
Fantastic.
it's
Yeah.
Like, and then they had really neat iterations.
Yeah,
like
you do
with the
nothing to them,
RX-7
and they're
stuff.
a great
Yeah.
autocross car.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Untouched. Puts
Yeah.
tires on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Miata is the world's most raced car.
There's
Yes.
you raced with like 19 Corvettes. There's no other Miata.
Yeah, but there's entire
world.
race series
There's
that
full
are
spec
like
series.
there's full entire race series
okay.
that are 100 Miatas.
Yep.
As much
And there
as we-
has been since the 90s.
as much as we could chirp, that is probably factually correct.
Yeah.
They're
And
a
number
riot.
one
Oh,
car
yeah.
holding their value is the
Yeah.
Miata.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
in the show, in the
Yeah.
showroom, like when they first came out in '89, '90, like I
Yeah.
remember the Merit, like that blue one, the Smurf blue. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
well, yeah,
Like,
the,
I always
yeah, the
wanted
Mariner
one, and
Blue.
it was like $9,800.
right, like
And stayed that
They're
way.
10 grand now.
because people like forget
That's
like
not bad.
like
No.
Because I was going to say
holding their
sticker on
value.
my
Right.
first
So
gen.
like they were only 10
10
grand, and
five.
now they're
Yeah.
still 10
That-
grand.
that was a
they've
GSL.
lost
30 years
Yes.
later.
and some
Not
of
a
them more than
GSLSE.
that now,
Yeah.
Right.
so.
which was 13.
Yeah, and
What'd you pay for that car?
5. Which I thought about.
That was
I was
like,
like,
yeah,
that's
that was almost
fairly
fucking 25
premium.
years ago.
That was
That was almost 20.
it's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yeah, 19 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year 19. Yeah. But yeah, like it was fun, and then kind of dabbled a bit. Like
did you do anything to the rotary engine?
no, it was stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stock. Autocrossed it for a while, that kind of thing, and then just
Just mixing oil and mixing gas.
no
That was oil
injection.
injected.
No, still
Nope.
injected.
That one would have been like oil injected.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With the metering pump.
They just
and
had a
everything.
little metering.
Yeah.
Throttle based.
Yeah.
It worked great until it didn't.
Yep. And it was
So they're
like,
like in rotaries, like was kind of like a two-stroke.
Right.
It
Yeah.
burned engine oil. You had to keep an eye on it so you didn't use all your engine oil, or you have no.
I think the bigger claim to them being closer related to two-stroke is that they're always in a power stroke.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, they're
so
not.
there's three
they're
sides
not like
of
a
your Dorito.
two-stroke because
And-
a two-stroke
and
means it
smoky-
literally is a
smoky.
piston
Yes.
motor that
Right.
only has two
Flood,
strokes.
flood.
two-
Like
or-
if you look at it wrong, it's gonna flood.
Right.
but
See,
yeah,
mine never did. That was always like an RX-8 thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it unfortunately.
Or did like other
Yeah.
other
The
generations do it?
the
Yeah.
Renaissance.
I remember like
motor,
at
didn't
the
it?
Mazda, we would
Yeah.
tow them.
You flat
Together
toed
with
the
Eight?
lens
flat toe.
down.
Sorry,
RX-8s?
All
sevens.
of them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like yours. Yeah,
really?
yeah. They'd be so badly flooded. We went through.
Jesus, mine was pull the choke,
Yeah, yeah.
fire it up, and then it had an auto-release choke.
Yes.
So once it was at temperature, you'd hear it go dunk, and it'd go back in.
And
Take
did
the
yours
choke
have the separate coolant reservoir? The early ones had a separate coolant reservoir
Didn't
that
it,
would.
Didn't it spray on the rotors to defrost them?
Yeah, it sprayed engine coolant on the rotors to defrost them in the winter. Now that's
I
not
don't
that's
think
not a
mine did.
smart a smart thing, but not a smart thing because coolant in a motor's not
Might
good.
make for a smoky start.
Yeah, and wreck the seals
What's
and the
happening
over
housings.
there?
Carry on. Just carry on.
Oh,
All right, this one just might not get a video.
oh no!
We'll just
One-
play videos.
It's a
of
good one.
Drew's.
This is a good. This is a good episode.
Well, but it'll be the audio.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
just carry on.
You
So first gen, it was university, got along with the engineering machine shop guys, like royally, and we drummed up some ideas, and I figured out a bunch of like parts here and there, and cannibalized and made my own coilovers for it, which was like didn't exist. Like you couldn't buy coilovers for it.
Right, and it's old. So like
Yeah,
the idea of like coilovers on that old of a car are weird. Like
I mean it's a McPherson strut, so you're
right, it's
essentially
simple.
there anyway.
Yeah,
But
I guess, but I'm also 20 years ago though, like less people were into that type of modifying. So yeah, there's
yeah,
nothing
you're not
on the
going to call
market.
up BC, HSD, any
Right.
of your generics now. That,
Yeah, like you were literally entering it before the big names started making that many.
yeah, so like the front has Coney race short stroke inserts out of, I think, an E86, which are completely different diameter. And then I took I think it was a Mark II Supra front struts because they were like the RX-7 and a lot of other cars at the same era where they would do the damper tube and spindle all in one piece.
Yes.
And then you'd have the screw top for the
Right.
dampers. So Mazda did that, but they were really small inserts and they were really long tubes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of lousy for performance-y
Performance
stuff.
and turning
So
corners quick.
yeah, it was, and now I'm bringing back memories. So yeah, it was A86 race Coney inserts, and then I cut the Mazda knuckles off, bored out the knuckles, took a set of Mark II Supra knuckle struts, whatever, cut the tubes off, machined a whole new bottom that fit the damper to size, press fit them into the Mazda knuckle, and then welded them in. And then new perch for the height adjuster and everything. Yeah, that's actually what the coilovers are.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, that was pretty neat. They're still in the car.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not exotic,
No.
but they work.
But it was better than it was.
Oh, absolutely. And
yeah.
I could lower it like crazy low. Like
Yeah.
it would.
like unbearable.
Yeah, I drove all the way to Ocean City, Maryland for H2O
Yeah.
in like 2010, and there's no body kits, there's no lips, there's nothing on the car. It would roll that can.
That is awesome.
And I drove like, I don't know, 10 hours each way. Like, oh yeah, watching all sorts
With
of
a rotary engine in it.
With a rotary, yeah.
Yeah.
With a rotary.
That's a
Yeah,
first.
3,600K round trip. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it was, that was pretty cool. And
That's
I
awesome.
still have some stuff for that car. Then converted bolt pattern because they were a really stupid bolt pattern 4-on-110. I could put ATV wheels on it if I want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's funny.
yeah, so converted it to 4-on-4.5, so 114.3.
Yeah.
And then
Which is funny, like-
years later.
Wouldn't it have been easier to go 4x100?
And Robin know this one. So the GSL SE, which was the top trim level, had 4-on-4.5.
Okay,
So I actually just slammed the GSL SE brakes on the front and
Yeah,
then re-drilled
okay.
the axle for the back and
Fair
then
enough.
rotors and everything.
see,
so
I'm
yeah, it was a
picturing just
little easier.
re-drilling the hubs.
Yes.
And yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, but the front brakes are the old school wheel bearing
Yes,
rotor assembly.
right. So it
Yeah.
actually, it's not just putting a rotor on something. Right. Okay.
yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
it's not like, oh, here's your little bearing flange and hub that you
No.
re-drill and
no,
press
it's all
studs
the
in.
big. Yeah,
Nah,
it's
it's
old
a
school.
one-piece cast machine piece with bearings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other pain in the ass with those
Yeah.
cars too. But But yeah, like a manual steering car, it's a riot to drive.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty fun. It's not comfy now. The seats are comfy, but the suspension isn't. And then it sat. I had a problem with the rotary, and I got kind of restless, and I was like, I'm done with it. It's too expensive. Oh no, sorry, I did a blow-through carb turbo setup.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
didn't you turbo that?
I did.
you
I
did.
did.
Because I think
I almost forgot about that.
I think the first time I ever saw that car,
it was a very short stint.
it was
a hold
it
my
was
beer to a bunch
low
of
as
coworkers.
shit.
Yeah.
That was all it was.
Yeah, like it was low as shit and a blow-through carb, and I'm like, this is the
Yeah.
coolest car in the whole world.
It was.
I remember that. We saw that.
Yeah, like I think that like. I don't even know if I could drive back then. You were either at autocross or at a car show or something, and I'm
I
like,
didn't drive it much. That was a short-lived.
Yeah,
it
like-
spun the clutch. The stock clutch wouldn't handle it. And
but I feel like I saw that, and I'm like, that is the coolest
like,
thing in the whole world.
Boost prepped the Nicky 4-barrel carburetor and everything, and had a wideband in it. I'm like, yeah,
That is
I'm
so
safe
sick.
for fueling. Like that was a whole lot of firsts.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting. I almost forgot about that.
And then came the small block.
And then there was and then so out came that, and it sat empty for a little bit, and I had a small block with a T5, and I think I'd bought some like early drag racer was racing them, and he was doing small block conversions, so I ended up buying engine mounts, that kind of thing, and an oil pan, and then I put it in, I had everything bolted in, and the car I'd have to cut a hole in the hood. I'm like, nope, not happening. And so out came the small block.
Very
I'm
short.
like-
That was even more
I
short-lived.
was just like, nope. Didn't even
Throwing
fire
holes
it.
in your hood, eh?
Yeah, I'm not drilling a hole. Not a chance. This is too
A
tiny.
little
of a car.
different. I will say a little different.
Yeah.
Finding a new hood for a first gen RX-7 versus finding a new hood for
I
a
just,
Miata.
I didn't
There's
want
two
it.
there
Yeah.
and two more in our basement.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Easy. And
you-
that came out.
I would say you've made the right choice on that one.
Was
Yeah.
that the motor that went in the FC?
Yep.
And
I did that whole
Drain
V8
plug
swap
deleted?
in a week. No, the drain plug delete was an SR.
did you not drain plug deleted it?
No, that one was the
Small block too?
harmonic damper.
Oh,
that was
right.
wobbly.
Oh no.
So it ate the whole bottom end. Yeah, that's a whole. No. But then, the small block that came out.
Went
'cause
in,
I'm
came
not-
immediately
I'm
back
not-
out, and
It,
then-
it was in for a bit. I was mocking stuff up. Shifter was there. Everything. I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, nope. There's no carburetor and intake combo that's going to tuck underneath this thing. So, nope, no dice. And then yanked that out, sold the mounts and pan and whatnot, and then the small block sat in a stand in my shop. Trying to think what else. And then a friend of mine had an E30, a good friend of mine.
E30 Danny.
Yeah, he had an E30 with a 1.8T in it. And he had bought an adapter to one of the W55 Toyota gearboxes because any of the four-cylinder Volkswagens, they all have the same bell housing and crank pattern. So where that adapter came from was the off-road guys doing TDIs in Toyotas.
Okay.
In the
Right,
in the-
yeah.
Forerunners and shit.
For like
Forerunners
for like
and-
crawlers and shit. Yeah.
So they were doing all that. So that's what he ended up doing. Swapped it in a really tidy 30, like real nice plaid interior. Like it was tidy. And then he did that. So I was like, oh, I should do one of those. So we picked one up. I think I bought the Passat for $350. And
It ran and drove.
the turbo was really not contributing to the party on that one, but
Yeah.
it did run and drive.
Yeah.
It existed.
It
was there.
No balls. And I did that. I think he had a spare super clapped out turbo, which is still on the car to this day. And I had a spare SR trans from the drift car, and things seemed to kind of make sense. And I just started measuring and designing an adapter plate and everything else for the flywheel. That was it. And so, I mated that all up. I got pictures of that too. And still in the car, still works.
And it's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't expect it, right? It's like it makes Volkswagen noises, but it's not a Volkswagen.
Makes like kind of. I tried to keep it fairly quiet, like it's recirc, blow off, but you still get like little whoosh sounds
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Not the obnoxious.
And the Bassett wheels on it are gangster as fuck. I love them.
No, I changed those.
Or the-
They're the U.S. steel. They're like a 5-star. They're still the same thing.
Same, only different.
Same. They're like an 8-inch wide steel. Yeah.
But it's like aero appropriate. Looks good.
Yeah.
It's still like driving down the road for like how low it is for like an early stancy car. Like we're talking 15 years ago, and it's still unassuming. Like it doesn't look mangled. You know,
No,
like
it
the
looks
stance
super clean.
era that
It's
kind of
just-
got with like real crazy camber and everything.
Yeah.
It still like kind of looks, in my
Yeah, like,
opinion,
it's
it
just-
kind of looks like it should be.
It's just little and low
Yeah.
and like kind of meaty looking.
You
Like,
didn't fully tell it yet?
good width tires on nice little
No,
wheels
just like
and
suspension wise.
No, it's all right. It drives terrible anyway. It's too low. But yeah, no, there's that. And then the FC was my first drift car, which then that was an SR.
and that's what got the small block eventually.
Yeah, how did that go?
It got 2 small blocks, didn't it?
Yeah. It was SR, stock, completely stock SR with like a homemade boost controller turned up to like 15. That was by far the most fun I've ever had. Like
That
in
would be a
car.
blast.
That was when it was
so
like
much fun.
M&C hydraulics decals on it.
No, that was way before that. That was like blue with camo like top,
Right.
valve cover. Like the previous owner was an Ontario Pro drifter at the time. This was his old motor, and then it was just all stock, computer stock injectors. But yeah, it was like hydro dip camo kind of thing. But yeah, it was like blue FC stock color with a bucket or 2 buckets, coilovers, welded diff, and that was it. And that
Simple.
was
Drift
so
missile.
much fun. So much fun. Learned so much. No handbrake, no nothing.
Yeah, just
Drive fast,
figure it out.
flick hard. Like it was so much fun. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. That was a riot. Because everything now is lost in the build. You know, you got to have 400, 500,
Yeah,
that
500
kind of thing.
horse,
And it's
full
like,
hydro, e-brake
hydro,
setup.
yeah, and
I'm like, nah.
Like, yeah.
wheels that like turn sideways.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
90,
Well, you
90
designed your own
degrees
angle
of
kit too, didn't you? For that car?
Oh, way before that, I was like, we were doing the chop, cut, knuckle
Yeah.
modifications.
Yeah, like just moving the pickup
moving
point for
the
the
tie
tie
rod
rod. Yeah,
pickup.
like
Yeah.
We were doing that and learning lots of
far
stuff
from an
there.
angle kit. Just
So
literally
much fun.
slightly more angle from
Yeah.
moving the tie
But it
rod.
made a
in.
big difference. It
Yeah.
went from like, they had such lousy steering angle. It was like 30 degrees to like 40. And I was like,
Which is insane.
that's
and
a lot.
Where
Yeah.
now guys
Like-
are running like 70 degrees of
Oh,
angle.
yeah.
Like,
It's chopping.
The wheels are
crazy.
right sideways and
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah, it's.
Because Drew used to do a lot of drifting. Very good drifter.
I spent time in a seat.
yeah. yeah.
Yeah, no, that was fun. And then that was where we were talking about earlier. I was like, then I did a 2871 upgrade and bigger injectors, and then went to a Mega Squirt, and then had a shop tune it. And then that was where I was talking about earlier. It's like, oh yeah, like it wouldn't really run right until it hit
Until it hit
170.
operating temp.
Yeah.
That's a mega squirt.
Yeah.
And that,
And
that's
it was
also
like
just
a
old.
Holy, but a mega squirt
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
kind of an
Old
really
Arduino
archaic.
or
Real archaic.
yeah,
Yeah, like literally the idea of like Arduino for computer projects. It's like Megasquirt for car projects.
because that's what everybody would run the Miatas on because
Yep.
there was nothing.
And because they're
Right.
cheap and simple.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Yeah, they would do the pull the case apart, put
Yeah.
micro squirt
Yeah.
in, and go.
Yeah, but like,
'Cause the
you know, it'll
computer's
run
not
4
tunable at all.
cylinders,
Right.
basic fuel control for boost setups
Yep.
and stuff, and you can plug a laptop in and tune it yourself.
away
It's
you
like,
go.
well, all of this for hundreds of dollars. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
like and especially in a time when like a full plug and play setup was like thousands of dollars,
Yep.
right? Like back when, yeah, like a standalone computer was this massive thing. It's like, oh, I can get this weird little board and just put it in my factory computer and the wires still plug in. That's sick. And I can plug my laptop in and with a serial cable and boom, you're
Away
done.
it
Like,
goes. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it would only work at like 20 degrees.
Yeah, when the
None of
temperature
that,
kicked
yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't really refined, but
Yeah.
hey, it worked.
Oh
It
yeah,
really
and
worked.
It did
did
work,
work.
and it was cost effective at the time.
100%.
and that's what I went with. It was scary listening to get tuned because he was doing some steady state stuff and
Oh my
cleaning
God.
up the map.
stresses me out so steady
No,
state.
but it wasn't steady state. I'm fine with, but
Steady
it was
state
it was
stresses
it was
me out.
because Megasquirt didn't have live update. You had to
Right.
click the burn button.
Yeah.
So it goes.
So you
It's
yeah.
$5,000 on the dyno loaded, and he clicks burn, and the whole computer just goes, whoop, and then like corrects itself and is massive backfire at the tailpipe. And I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if something's gonna stay together.
Yeah, so you do some adjustments and basically write it to the computer.
yeah,
Like, again,
like
like-
reflash.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
again, like
Quick
a
reflash.
far cry from live data logs and like seamless like tuning
Adjustments on the
changes
go,
and stuff.
yeah.
Like
So most stuff is live.
Yeah.
So then what you can do is you'll sit there with your like 16 by 16 map, your VE table, fuel flow rate, whatever you want.
you've seen like
And you'll sit
you've
there.
seen my
Yeah.
tune
Yeah, yeah.
where like it's the colorful map.
Yeah.
So you know the
Purple,
blocks.
yeah.
You can sit there, and what you can do is it'll have a little tracer as the engine's running.
Right.
And the live adjusting stuff, you can go to where the tracer is, select, I don't know, 9 blocks, like so you kind of surround the whole tracer.
Yeah.
And then you can go like up, or add 10%, whatever it is, and
fuel and
it'll do it
timing.
right then.
And you can
You don't have
literally
to
watch like
reflash.
Yeah,
like you
right.
can be holding your foot on the throttle at 2,000
Yeah.
RPM and hit the up key and watch your air fuel ratios change as
Change.
it's literally changing how much fuel it gets and reprogramming.
Right.
Whereas back then it's like,
Flash
yeah,
it.
no, it's like, okay, here's what I think I need. Make the change,
Send.
write it to the computer and try again.
And hopefully
so trying to
it-
do that,
Doesn't rack.
but
on
so
the
trying to
fly.
do that at just 5,000 to 5,500, let's say, that little window. It's like we got to do that many dyno pulls of like adjusting and then flashing it too, and
Yeah.
like you said, you hit the burn and it all of
Yeah.
a sudden it freaks out for a sec as it does its
Yeah.
little reboot and
Oh, that was
These-
just that's
ECUs have
stressful.
come a long way. Like
Yeah.
now they have like self-learning, and so you
Yeah, now they have target tables
yeah,
and everything
just-
like
yeah,
that.
it's for these haulies, 'cause we've
Easy.
done a lot of them, right?
It's
you
all
put
closed loop.
Yeah, you put your injector size in, how many cylinders you have, the
Yep.
firing
And
order,
boom,
stuff.
it makes base map.
and it starts.
Yep.
And they run well.
Even what you were
Yep.
touching on, like how important the base map is and how to learn how to build a base map properly to get your. It's like, well, in the Holly world, you just answer a couple questions on the little screen,
And it
and now
makes
you have a
something.
base map.
And it
It's
makes
like,
it for you.
It doesn't get
Yeah.
much easier than that. Like,
I
is
mean,
it
they do one type of motor.
right? Exactly.
They do 8 cylinders, and
Yep.
that's it. So, I mean, it is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the fuel tech will do it.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And it
yeah.
doesn't matter what you're plugging it into or wiring it to. But, yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I mean, I wouldn't go load it up and, like, drive it.
Yeah.
But
But
it would like
it'll
get
get you
it to the
something.
dyno.
Yeah,
Like-
probably get you on the trailer, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty neat, and yeah, it's like that SR with that standalone and whatnot. I think it was definitely tuned a little aggressive because cylinder 3, I think I broke a ring land on cylinder 3, the one track day, and then that was it for that. Then do the whole scurry. Got to get to like the next event. I picked up a whole new imported motor, swapped everything over. Did that. That was the drain plug. So
That was
was-
like a
What happened with that? Tell us that.
was not tight enough. So that was
Just as simple as that, eh?
Yeah, that was a big fail, and that cost me a motor. And after that, I was like, "This is too expensive," and I had the small block sitting in the shop. I was like, "It's getting the small
Cam's
block."
in the right place.
Wrong place.
No, absolute wrong
Yeah.
place. And yeah, I did that whole swap running. Actually, Dill was in the shop when I fired it up the first time. That whole swap, 1 week.
Wow.
Like
Impressed.
nothing.
SR out.
SR out. Made engine mounts, tranny mount, exhaust.
And what was
Drive
that you put in it?
That was in FC.
But
Okay,
like, yeah,
and a
just
small
like a
block.
350
Small block 350. So
Okay.
it was a Vortec, like late model, late 90s.
Yeah.
But then like a GM with a Holly 600.
Yeah.
Actually, points distributor still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had like an MSD points distributor,
Yeah.
but with an MSD box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly 600 with vacuum secondaries, and I actually did the
Okay.
adjustable spring on the
Sick.
secondaries.
Nice.
Worked well, and I had a wideband in it.
Perfect.
That was it.
Simple.
Done and down
That
the
was
road.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. And
That thing fucking partied.
well, not the first one.
No.
First one, I'm like mid corner. I'm like, this thing's losing power, and it's like this is not good. And I have a video clip of firing it up. and
You're
it was
you're
like-
getting close to Dave Sullivan
It was
territory with
so that was 2 motors. Yeah, that was or 3. Sorry.
Oh,
so
different motors.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, different
But
program.
at least
like
he's
6
changed.
on-
Yeah, he's changed a few
Different-
things in between.
So my
Yeah.
joke with a bunch of my coworkers at the time, I was 16 cylinders and 2 tires
Yep.
for a
Yeah.
drift car.
There
that
you go.
season. Yeah, I was like, that was not the right ratio.
No.
But yeah, that one was good. And then Mitch had a small block. He had this clapped out early 90s truck, and it was yanked out of the truck and under a tarp beside the family shop. And he's like, you can have it.
Good place to keep
He's
small
like, you can
blocks.
have it. I'm like,
Yep.
I need a small block. All right, perfect. So I put all my Vortec parts and whatnot. It did not roll over. Cylinder 1 had a lot of water in it.
Oh, all that for
It had a bad rust ring. Oh, no. I barred it over. Like, I initially was like, this has been outside for a long time. Is this even going to bar over, let alone roll over with a starter? Sure enough, it's like, no. So yanked the heads off, got it down, and it's like, oh, that's a big rust ring. So
WD-40 and some sandpaper.
scratch her out and everything like that. Get her out.
Scotch Brite.
Oh yeah, and you know what? That thing had a bit of blow by, but had it in the car, and I had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
That one actually worked pretty good.
Because that's when it
Blow
was
by
mint
never
green,
hurt
right?
anybody.
Yeah, that
No.
was when I
Yeah.
repainted that one. Mint
It was
green.
mint green.
Yeah.
And
Near
then-
mint.
Yeah, near mint. And then you pulled
That's
it apart, sold it, because you, me, and
Yeah.
Dickie went and delivered it to that kid
That's right. Yeah.
in like
Belleville.
Bell Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
And
And
then
then the wagon,
wagon-
was kind of starting. I think he was either collecting parts. Maybe I had the 2J already.
you had the 2J, but like still drifting the wagon factory. Because I
It was
remember,
blowing stock.
yeah, we were at Shannonville, and you're like, "Do you want to go change these tires?" And I was like, "Yeah." You're like, "Okay, put 80 psi in them." And I was like, "I'm not putting 80 psi." And you're like,
Yeah.
"No, put 80 psi in them." And I'm like sitting there to fill them up. I'm like,
You're like
"Fuck's sake!"
scared of it.
I like
Waiting
put
for
them on
it
the
to
card, and I was like, "Okay, I'm coming out with you." I just about died. And you're like, "Yeah, okay. Well, who else is coming?" And I was like,
No, that was just 2-seater. That was just
No.
2 seats. Yeah.
"Was it?"
Yeah, it was just 2 seats because I had a power driver's seat in the passenger side,
Right.
and the seat.
Why
belt-
wouldn't you?
Oh no,
Why wouldn't you?
this oh yeah, the wagon in its stock form was something.
What is the wagon?
It was an E46 wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So,
it,
you know-
like it's sick. Like
Not in this
okay.
case. Not.
Okay, no,
initial.
it ended up being
Was
super
that the
sick.
homie hauler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
The
the one that, and it's the one that Mike Cattell now has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we see it on FDF's channel and
Right.
whatnot.
Yeah,
Is it-
FDF
did they
and
have it
Mike
on the
Watt.
ice too? And
No.
No.
No, they didn't have that one on
Okay.
the ice. No, that's like it's say
That's
slightly too
what
good
the
for
wagon
that.
looked like when Drew sold it.
That was the.
I'm
final.
so glad you drove it to Arby's.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. The homie
Yeah, that
hauler?
was.
We're gonna
but
have to
it
put the
was-
pics up on the screen.
Yeah, we'll get them all to you.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, but yeah, in stock
so
form
cool.
was fun.
What picture's that?
Like just a bucket seat.
Yeah.
I
I
slammed
showed him this
one of my Sparkos in.
That was so sick.
It had real
homie
cheap
hauler.
like Raceland like coilovers in it,
Yeah.
and welded diff,
Shows.
and that was it. And then it's like, well, we got to put
yeah.
another seat in it. All we had was a driver's seat, so put a driver's seat in the passenger side, and then I don't know, we stole the seatbelt out of something, but it wouldn't ratchet, so it
Okay.
just stayed locked.
Just stayed locked. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you'd power move the seat
And it would
into
get tighter?
position to
So it's nice and snug on you. Yeah.
You'd move,
Oh, yeah.
move the seat back to get in and out.
That
and
was
then-
a real treat of a car in its stock form. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that one-
It's impressive that
That
the
was-
driver power seat in the passenger side worked
Yep.
better than the seatbelt did.
It was
Like-
fun. No. The seatbelt was out of something completely
No, but that's
wrong.
what it's just
Yeah.
funny how
I think
like,
we stole it out of a friend's.
you got the
car
wrong
or
seat, and
something
yet
like
somehow
that.
the wiring still worked and the motors all know, but
Yep.
the seatbelts did.
Same connectors.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd actually like recline it back to slide out.
That's
But yeah,
very
that was
The homie hauler.
that's very General Motors of BMW that worked.
that was.
Oh yeah,
But that was literally just because I had the car.
right.
It's
Like, that was just to get
let's just all right. There's an event. Let's just drive it.
Yeah.
That was fun. But yeah, those were like 245s on a car that makes I don't know. It was rated at 170.
Yeah.
Like
Had
It's still
had no
partied.
business doing
Well,
that.
like
Yeah.
driver mod, but like
60 to 80 psi, and shift lock entries, which were hilarious because you
Is that
go
what you're running tire pressure in drift cars?
not when the wagon was like
Like not
proper
no,
built.
not
no,
normally.
that was just
Okay.
That's
stock.
how you get
No, I would
shitty
like
cars to
25.
drift.
Oh, okay.
I'd be like 25
Oh,
with
okay.
245s. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like when you want a shitty car to drift, you
Yeah.
jack
Just-
up that tire.
Just
Yeah, okay.
underpowered stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like old Corolla tricks
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, that was fun because you were in the car. I think I have pictures of that when you were in the car. It's like rubbing fender.
That must have
and,
been,
like,
upsetting the
dragging.
weight a little bit, did it? Like
It was,
boats do?
it was pretty. that was a good time. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like stupid other stuff. Oh, the shift lock entries. So yeah, you'd be like a good like healthy amount into third gear.
like fast, way too fast.
and yeah. So okay, so Nelson circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You been on Shenanville at
Well,
all?
okay,
Yeah.
so picture
He was-
now
you're on
make
the big
Shanaville.
track.
So Nelson's the front half of it.
Okay.
So when they
when
when they
yeah.
use on a mix and match day when they use the
yeah,
entire
just show 'em.
Oh yeah. So okay. So if you ignore the back,
Yeah.
this is Nelson. So
Yeah.
your stands are here. You come around turn 1, which is the big sweeper.
Yeah.
Then you go 2, 3, and then it's an overcrest to 4, and then it's a straightaway into all the hairpins.
Okay.
So very specifically, like the section where I said this is 3 corners and you shouldn't be moving your steering wheel.
Yeah, go dead straight through there.
If you instead of making a big long left-hander, right, you turn right all of a sudden and you connect back to the second half
Yeah,
of the track.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're talking about turn 4.
Yeah.
It's like the overcrest down,
Exactly.
and
So
it's
when
a double apex.
so I took him out in my car and I was telling him, I said, like, when you're at full pace,
Yeah.
like essentially like, yeah, it'd be
so
so 4, 5,
Yeah.
6
Yes, for full track.
for full track on a good lap is
Yeah.
essentially your hands in the same spot and you're steering with the throttle.
Okay, yeah.
So I said, like, obviously with correction, but I was trying to tell you, like, even though it seems like it's a corner, and a corner, it's like, no, you're turning in, you're
Mm-hmm.
accelerating through the middle, you're backing back out of it,
Yeah.
you're onto the brakes a little bit, and the balance of the car is what's actually changing your position on the track.
Right.
So right in that weird section is the cut through
You
road
can
to
hang
make
a
it
right.
Nelson track.
Okay.
Yeah, so you won't double apex after that. You do the one corner at the bottom, and then you go straight across to the
Yeah.
3 hairpins.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the Tonka being in the car. So it would be like third gear, and then I would go driver's side tire on the grass, like just dirt drop kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I would go down to second, sidestep the clutch. I'd be turning right and then back left again. So then the ass of the car, and I'm approaching a right-hand turn. So the ass end of the car would go wide, opposite direction, because now my wheels have locked because I'm in second gear now.
Like essentially a purposeful money shift.
Right.
Yes, but
instead
I'm
of the
flicking
RPM
and the car is
But instead
is
of it
sliding
having
now.
enough traction to bring the motor RPM way too high, he's using it to chirp the tires and brake traction to swing it
Initiate
sideways.
it,
yeah.
So now he's scrubbed all of his forward momentum in terms of what the tires see
Right.
and getting into a slide, whereas for you, headed in a straight line, those tires stayed gripped up and your RPMs shot.
Shot up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that, and then right into a right-hand turn, and
Yeah,
then
And I'll
literally using a lower gear as a
And
handbrake.
giggling like fucking 3-year-olds the entire
oh,
time.
yeah.
Of course.
And then
Don't let me get into
the
drifting.
the flaggers, Alex, he was awesome. He was wicked. So at the end of the straightaway into turn 1, I would be top of third, and I would dip passenger side tire on the grass, flick it towards the wall, and back again, and I left like a 12-foot black streak along the wall from my back bumper, and then into turn 1. At like, we're talking, I think top of third was like 120.
Jesus.
So it
Yeah,
was
like
pretty
hauling
fun.
ass pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then you dump a bunch when you flick it in, and then
Yeah.
get back on it and kind of come around the corner. That was fun.
Yeah.
But that was in a gutless car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
And
that
then
was fun.
you 2J.
And then VVT 2J, Beamer gearbox, stock rear end, tubed, huge chunk of it. I convinced Mitch that I'd take a couple days off work and we do the roll cage in it. Now the roll cage was also a caged 4-seater. So everything from the driver passenger forward is very conventional. Everything behind the main hoop, not conventional, because you have 2 more seats you got to
Passengers.
go over.
Right.
Because
So it had
usually,
4 buckets.
Like at the B pillar,
Yeah.
right behind your seat, you have
Yeah.
a main hoop, and that usually just ties down on an angle like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you want 4 seats, you still need a main hoop to keep the driver safe and to keep the structure of the cage coming up the A pillars. But you almost needed a second main hoop.
It was almost
Like
mirrored.
Yeah, like
So it was more of a mirror image the way we did it. I've seen it done because there's been lots of 4-seaters since, and they'll do like a mini main at the back, but we just did it kind of a
that-
mirror image of the front.
Would that mini main still tie down to the floor then?
yeah. So like the
Back to unibody.
yeah, like essentially like one way to do it is like your A pillar is like up and backwards,
Right.
Right, and then the main hoop's behind the driver's facing this way.
Yeah.
Then you'd put another main hoop here with straight tubing, and then you'd angle it into the trunk.
Okay.
But the
So
way
we
Drew
made
did
pillar
it,
bars that essentially recreate
like this,
what
like,
comes alongside of you. It goes along back
Yeah.
and beside the
Oh,
driver.
that's
so
cool.
like 2 A pillar bars facing each
Facing
other
each
with
other.
a hoop in the middle, essentially.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It worked.
Did they leave it? Is it still?
Same cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they
Did they
adjusted a
change like the way the
couple-
harness bar was or
I
something?
think it was just because Josiah's really tall.
Yeah,
and I'm
I think
short.
I just
so-
remember seeing that in one of
Yeah,
their YouTube
he's
videos.
like-
I think they
yeah,
just cut the harness bar out.
6'5".
Yeah, he's tall. And,
But other than that, they kept it pretty well yours.
yeah, I think all the tubing for the most part's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I designed an angle kit for that, so that was kind of fun. That was a bit of an iterative process, but by the time it made it on the wagon, it was pretty good for the most part.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Drove really well. There's a couple like things that you could like totally correct and
Right.
finesse and make better. But,
Right.
But as far as driver feel, it was good. I mean, there's a lot of preference with drift car feel, so it's
Right.
different.
In my opinion, then.
But I had Como. Como jumped in it when we rented the skid pad once, and he's like, this feels awesome. He's like, there's no bad habits. Like everything comes around. It has like good centering. It's
Yeah.
not, you don't have stiff spots.
Yeah,
So
proper
yeah, it worked out
acronym
well.
and everything.
Yeah, it was good. I was always happy with it. And then, I
it
made
is
a bunch
actually-
of
It
other
was
stuff.
Just to touch on that, it is kind of funny how, like, in the drift world, like, in the grip world, like, there's a very clear difference between a car that grips well and a car
Yes.
that does not grip well. But in the drift world, a lot of it is driver feel. Like, some guys like it,
preference.
yeah, like some guys like it really hooked up and they have to fight the grip. Other guys like it really loose, and
Can you
like
kind of just-
it is a driver specific thing.
Like generally speaking, grip wise, like you don't really want the car to skate a lot, but in drifting, you're going to talk forward bite and side bite. So forward bite is your dig out,
Yeah.
and then side is catch and,
And
transition
recover,
and
yeah.
everything. So there's a lot of weird
Yeah, the
dynamics
idea
there.
of powering out of a corner versus how well it's going to catch itself once you kick it sideways. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of weird, and I'm not the one to definitely go way down the rabbit hole like that. There's guys that are like way deeper into it. I was like, yeah, I kind of get it, and it was fun to drive. Like it was a fun car. Like I
Right.
did grid life a couple times in it, and it was a riot. Actually, it was. I found the article. So 2019, Nitto Tires magazine did an article. Their 6 favorite cars of grid life or drift cars, and my wagon was part of that.
It
and
was
that was
Verizon,
next
right?
to
I
that was
remember-
next to like
remember that.
LZ, RTR, like Papadakis,
Like, proper names.
all pro built cars, and like
And
me
it's hilarious
and
to
my buddy
see-
Hugo are on it.
Like it's literally
It's like,
Adam
what?
LZ's car, Vaughn Gittin Jr.'s car, and then it's your car, and it's like
it's me and
it's like-
Hugo because we had red wagons.
yeah,
and we're
but
both
it's
Canadian.
like oh my god, it's like
Yeah.
I know that guy.
I know
like,
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
that one was kind of cool. And then Luke that did the article for that shot an article and did a full shoot when it was pink and blue. So when
Okay.
I went back in 2022, he actually did that. And then Mike ended up coming across a magazine at an event that it was Nitto's magazine, and it's a really nice publication, but they were doing like drift car setup stuff, and then my car's in that one
That's
like
That's
article
cool.
type of thing.
That's
And
cool.
it was among other
And I remember
stuff, but-
watching like like highlight videos, like grid life after movies and stuff.
Oh, God.
And it's like your car, and people love. And I'm
It's
like,
because everybody
that's
loved it.
so
It was a
sick.
wide body
Flying
wagon.
off. Red or pink and blue? Like
No, I
red?
think pink and blue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a good
I
like
mean, I think
live
I've seen-
stream
I think
of
I've seen
me
both.
shortchanging a corner.
Yeah, like
Oh,
again,
yeah.
like I've seen it as both the. 'Cause
I
it
think
was like a
there's-
really cherry red, right? Like a
It was like
It was
almost,
a Ford F-150 red.
yeah, but like a pretty bright red.
Yeah.
like maroony red.
Is that not like my
Early
my
2000s
Vette
Ford red.
Yeah, like I guess pretty
Like,
similar to
Almost
your
pink
Corvette.
flamingo.
my Vette.
I literally have your internet
Maybe.
pulled up here.
But anyway, yeah. So I think, but I remember like watching like a Grid Life after movie, and there's your car.
Drew's
and it's like,
car.
Oh, really?
I know that car.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I think there's some odd clips somewhere, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So how did
Yeah,
you get in? Like,
okay.
I know we're off topic. How did you get into cars?
That's cool.
Like
I don't know.
Like what started? What started you?
I don't know. Dad always liked cars.
Yeah, your dad was a car guy.
Like so his dad, my grandpa, he had a Benz Gazelle kit car that he bought it from the States. That was kind of a like an oddity, like
Yeah.
strange car kind of interest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like his interest was golf,
Yeah.
but then he was a mechanical person. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was aircraft mechanic in the war, and then
Okay.
after that went back to school, did his dentist, and then he was a dentist from then on out. And so
Wow.
I think he had like a wrenching mentality, but
yeah.
kind of not. I don't know. So that probably just interested.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And then I think like when I was younger, I started with like mountain bikes and
Yep.
then downhill mountain bike racing.
I remember you. Yeah, you.
Then
when
like
you were young, you had the mountain
BMXing.
bikes,
Yeah, I did all that, and then it was kind of a next mechanical
Yeah.
progression.
Yeah. Okay.
Wasn't
I mean,
like raised in like
Yeah.
Kinda
motorsports
same.
or anything.
Bikes, and once you could drive, it's like, well, this is kind of like the
It's like,
same
oh, this
idea.
is
Like
more
it's
fun.
it's still the
Yeah.
freedom aspect. It's the how can I make this better? Like, 'cause,
Yeah, just changing stuff,
into
modifying
downhill.
stuff.
Yeah, how can I change the suspension to be better at this? What can I do to my dirt jumper to do this? And
Yep.
lighter and stronger and stiffer. And it's like, well, that same mentality of modifying the vehicle to suit your needs,
Yeah.
for me, directly translated into, well, now it just has four wheels and is a lot faster. This is cool. Like, yeah. So.
It's it's
a lot
good.
more money, would you say?
Slightly
similar
more.
money. Similar
Slightly.
money.
Just a bit. Some mountain bikes are pretty expensive.
Yeah, there's
Have you
expensive.
seen the
mount.
price tags lately?
Yeah, they're insane.
Holy!
Yeah.
You can buy
remember-
internal combustion parts cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, quite
I think-
literally.
I think. Yeah, you were at Wild Rock. Remember?
Well,
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
No,
they
I-
have like kind of like a thing out back?
I used to work in high school at Cycle Path.
Yeah. But well, we saw you.
Wild Rock had their old bike swap out behind their building.
Yeah.
Were you
Didn't they
at
have
that?
like a bit of a course to test the bikes and stuff?
Trials.
Yeah.
Trials bike.
Yeah.
I still have that bike.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
hanging
say,
in the
I'm pretty
I
sure.
bet you there when you were. Well, we were all younger, but
That would have been. That would have. That
Was
wouldn't.
that
I
when
don't
you
think
were
that would have
61,
been.
not 71?
Yeah.
do you remember?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
where
like
that
I took
Dude,
you to. We
was.
went to go look at a bike, and
Yeah, they were doing something
It was
out
Drew doing
back.
tricks and shit out back. Yeah, I remember
That
that.
would have been trials most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because again,
funny.
I knew.
And I would have been like this because I got into bikes after we sold the ATV, so I would have been 12.
Yeah.
So Drew would have been like 30 what?
Yeah.
32 or something?
Yeah,
Close.
yeah, yeah. I would have been like 11, 12
we
years
went
old.
to go look at a
and we went to go pick up
Wild
my
Rock or
first.
something. Yeah, it
Because
was
the
you.
big deal.
Yeah.
You sold the ATVs. Megan got a laptop. I got a mountain bike.
Was he bald then?
You got the better end of that.
Drew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was he
God,
bald
like,
with a
you
mustache?
You should see younger.
I just was looking through your Instagram.
ya?
There's so many funny photos on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Since the
Yeah,
camera wasn't
trials
recording,
bike.
we just
Yeah.
put a screenshot of
And
it.
I
still have that.
remember that you were out back fucking around on a bike.
We would have had like blocks and like
Yeah.
a beam and
Jumping
stuff
on
like
shit,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. That
That's
sounds
That's
right.
hilarious.
Wow, I
was
don't know.
small.
I don't know why I remember that.
That would have been like
Autism.
Can't remember if I went to the bathroom
405?
today or not, but
0405.
Well, yeah. That
maybe,
if it was 05,
05?
I would have been 10 years old. Like that does totally check out.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
that's
That
20,
all
20 some odd years
timeline
ago.
checks out. Yeah.
So before we shut this down, because we are rolling
Shut her
here,
down.
No, we're not. We can keep going.
Tonka's got to go.
We're only an hour and a half
What do
in.
you gotta do?
we have.
I promise.
Go to bed.
Oh, you got a date.
Yeah, a hot day with
You
my
don't have to
dad.
get up early tomorrow.
I still
Coming
wanna go
here.
fucking bed. I was up at 4:30 this morning.
Yeah, so.
Oh, Muffin, you got a big snuggle?
Your new boss is probably way
Yeah,
nicer than your
I
current
like the old
boss.
Tonka.
Yeah,
That's enough.
that's enough.
Shut her down.
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, talk about the latest and greatest
Purple.
project. That's
Oh, the LTD.
It couldn't
Oh,
happen.
sorry, it's a Fox body.
sorry. It's a
Yeah,
four-door Fox
yeah,
body.
yeah, a big Fox body. Yeah, it's an 85 LTD
sick.
Fox
And it's
body.
super-
You'll be able to get a picture
Insert
of
Yeah.
photo here,
Yeah.
Scully.
I have to go get a photo of it.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe a daylight photo, but
We
Yeah.
should have taken one earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
it. Oh, it is a little dark.
I got a couple.
You got some nice ones ever?
Well, I don't know about nice ones, but I have some.
As good as they
Some
get.
of
you'll have to send me the photo of the wheels on it too. The
Oh,
10
the
holes.
Mickey Thompson.
Oh, I love that
yeah,
so much.
26 by 12 Mickey D's. They just fit.
On that?
Just. Yeah,
That's
in the back.
hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, just. Where like the Fox Body Mustangs have a way bigger wheel well, these do not. But
Wait, yeah,
He's
I guess-
gonna coyote swap it.
Well, don't spoil it for the viewers. Let him.
Too
Oh,
late.
I don't
Viewer-
care.
Viewers heard
He's,
it.
he's whispering to Scully.
matter
as
to
the
me.
microphones,
The
up right
microphones are
underneath
coming
him.
with us. Yeah.
no. So yeah, it's a California car I came across. I got rid of my daily driver Beamer for it. I don't know.
What was it? A good BMW? Like what?
It was an E90. It was getting
Okay.
tired. I don't know. It was over 300K and
Okay.
starting to like kind of get into some mechanical stuff that I'm like,
Get into the BMW problems.
Time to sell it.
I don't really care to deal
Time to
with
sell it
this.
to Edgar
Not
and
for
put a
a daily.
burble tune on it.
He also has a pickup truck with God's motor in it, technically.
6.2.
Technically speaking.
Raptor?
Single overhead. No, F250.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's so I picked up an F150 Gen 1 with a Coyote and two-wheel drive 6R80. So then that's
Just
go.
full
the deal with
drivetrain
that.
swap.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
It's the first automatic I've ever
Played
started
with.
to mess with.
Yeah.
So that'll be a whole thing with HP tuners.
Yeah.
And all the shift scheduling and
Yeah.
everything like that. It's pretty cool though with how the stock computer, because HP just unlocks the stock algorithms for the most
Yeah, you
part.
can still like
It's
see
all
what.
torque based.
Yeah,
I can like change it. I was looking at the maps and it's like, oh, 350 foot-pounds is the limit on this gear.
Yeah, it's
and
interesting, eh?
it changes per. It's pretty.
yeah.
So-
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
The logic. Go
I
ahead.
was just so if it sees that amount of torque, it grabs
Like
another
it's,
gear.
so essentially,
There's like a calculated torque management part of the tuning algorithm.
so it knows like, and this is the same with Chev and everything. Like
Right.
so, with the mass airflow, it's reading how much air is coming in. The temp sensor tells you like essentially the size of that air volume, like the
Yeah.
column of air coming in, how much is air and how much is just it's expansion with temperature. Then you have your map sensor and everything. All of this is a calculation, so it knows I have this much air flowing through it, this much fuel. Knowing the parameters of the motor,
Yeah.
it knows it should be making this much torque, right? So then with all of those calculations, it knows, well, first gear can handle this through to this, but the 1-2 shift is best at
X.
280 foot-pounds of torque. So
Yeah.
limit throttle to make only 280 foot-pounds of torque at the 1-2 upshift. And then vice versa. It's, if you're requesting more torque out of a gear, that's when it'll trigger a downshift. And
Downshift.
it is very clever logic.
Huh.
And that is how they get in all newish stuff. Like we're talking call it 2010 and up stuff uses all this logic, right? Even older stuff, but I mean the more refined version of it,
Right.
That's
And
how
this
you
is
get
early. This is Gen 1 stuff.
right.
Even the Gen 2 stuff, I've seen some of the settings, and it's mine has 13 different map tables for timing, for fueling, everything like that, and it's all based on your well, there's one that's optimum, and then I don't know how it goes between the other ones.
Yeah,
Honestly, I have no idea.
And it's all based on calculated torque, requested torque. So it's not it doesn't care if you're hitting 100% with the pedal. It's all right, you're asking for 100% throttle, but it's going, well, you're in second gear, traction control's not being requested yet, you're not hitting the brake pedal, so I'm going to let you have this much,
yeah.
right? And then as you get higher in RPM or higher in gears or whatever, it can change, like it'll change that logic. So it's like, well, if you're in third gear and you're at 100% throttle, you're allowed 300 foot-pounds of torque instead of the 250 you were allowed in second gear. And like, it is very clever stuff.
But they don't just do it for autos. They do it for manuals too, to save the clutch.
Yeah.
From a stock
Well,
setup.
I was
So-
going to say, would that be the system, a
The
similar
amount of
logic for the...
So as much as like in my car with a Holly, like if my foot's on the gas, it's making power,
Right.
Like the throttle plate is open, it is giving fuel.
Yeah.
So if I, dump the clutch with my foot on the gas, it's gonna spin the rear tires.
yeah, it's going to
But
do its
say
thing.
flip side of things, your car, the amount of logic that goes into even a manual upshift. So all you're doing is hitting the gas until you get to the end of your gear. You put your foot on the clutch, shift gears, take your foot off the clutch. What the computer's going
Usually
is
go first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Not
I
one,
make
two,
a phone
three,
call
two.
in there. So
Okay.
Yeah. The running joke is 1, 2, 3, 2. Call Brad.
We're getting some shirts made up.
Oh yeah.
So
You got a
but
thick skin
so
around
what the
here.
computer will do is like, okay, I'm nearing max RPM, and it'll see the off the throttle on the clutch, and
Yeah.
it'll know. All right, when you get back on the throttle, you're only allowed this much, or else it's going to clunk into gear and roast tire. And then that will save the clutch, but it'll also make the traction control system not have to work so hard. And if the traction control has to come on because of the wheel speed sensors, then it's already like 2 steps ahead
Two steps
at limiting
ahead of the
torque.
problem, yeah.
Right? So it is amazing how much logic goes on in a factory computer. Like,
There,
People who
millions
go-
and millions of R&D go.
and even like I'll be one
lot
to
of
say
time.
like, oh, GM computers are junk, throw a Holly at it. It's like, no, they're junk because they're so fucking smart, you can't fool them.
Yeah, like they know what's
Like,
going on.
The only time where like the GM stuff, at least through the HP world, is if you're starting to add boost and other things like that. There's limitations to
Mm-hmm.
how much you can actually.
Like how much the computer will allow
like
it.
so like
Well,
with
and
a
even how
standalone,
much you can
just
trick it. 'Cause
well, you
again,
can
it's
just
all
tell it.
tricking it.
Okay, I have these size injectors. This is this. You're going to set up all your parameters, and then it's just going to do the calculation. Where
Right.
the OEM, like HP or EFI Live was another one,
Mm-hmm.
they're just unlocking what the factory essentially is doing, and then you're
Right.
allowed to adjust.
You can make changes and whatnot.
But like I know with the LS stuff with Boost, you have to do like MAF scaling and other like tricks because it won't let you either put an injector size big enough in that you want. So say if you're doing a boosted setup, you're gonna do 100-pound an hour injectors.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something like 60 pounds or something is a limitation on
Something like
of
that.
the
Like, so a
LSs.
lot of stuff came with like 40 to 50 pound,
That was big.
which was big.
That was like LSA big or something
Exactly.
like that. Yeah.
So when you get into the world of trying to get over, I think it's 60.
yeah.
Like there just isn't calculations
it
big
won't
enough for it.
let
The
you
computers-
put it in.
The computer's sitting there going like, not possible.
It's just like, I'm not
Can't-
letting you do
like
this. So-
invalid input.
Yeah.
So
type
what
of
you
thing.
so what you actually pretty much have to do is like make it think it's a smaller injector, but change
Yep.
its scaling to trick it to not be open too much. Because the big problem is like if you have a small injector, and like just for the sake of easy numbers, if you want this much horsepower, you keep the injector open for 1 whole second and then close it. Like that's a long time. We're talking
Millisecond.
Yeah,
Millisecond.
but so if you have double the injector size for the same amount of fuel to come out, you only need it for half of a second.
Right, so
So you literally have to do that in the computer to go, like, okay,
I've
I
got-
didn't put a bigger injector.
Yeah, I got-
Just pulse it half as long, please. Like, don't worry about why. Like,
Just please do what I ask, and
exactly.
hopefully the computer doesn't.
So you do have to
figure
trick it, and same with the MAF scaling. So, like mass airflows can only read so much beyond what they're calibrated to do, because they're
Right.
pretty much they're only ever calibrated in the tables to run at the worst case scenario for a factory setup. So at sea level, but then also on top of a mountain.
Right.
Right. But if you're putting boost to it, it'd be like trying to tell it it's way below sea level. It has a ton more pressure than it ever could see.
Right.
So instead of trying to tune it for 10 pounds of boost, you just trick the signal into going, well, no, 0 is the new half throttle, or like half flow and 10 pounds of boost is the new like full throttle, right? Like that's a sloppy way of explaining it.
But your mouth won't see pressure, right?
It doesn't see pressure, just sees a column of air.
Just sees air.
But it gets to the point where it's just too much of a too high for the factory tables, but you can't just always edit the table infinitely. So you just have to get to the point where you can trick it into reading what you want it to
read.
You're just getting it to calculate and administer the way it should.
And a huge thing too, we ran into problems with Grayson's car in the BMW world. So as much as, you can make it squirt more fuel and you can tell it has more boost and you can program all this stuff, at the end of the day, it was still like, you're not allowed to have that much torque. Like
it was just coming in and saying,
like,
no.
we want 300 foot-pounds of torque, and it said, you can't.
Sayonara.
Nope, you can't do it. And it's like, so it was like, okay, we have 18 pounds of boost, we have enough fuel flow, we have all this, but for some reason it's breaking up and only making 300 horsepower. And it's like, this car should make way more than that. And we dropped it down to, just for proof of concept, it's like we dropped it back to like 12 pounds of boost and it made 300 horsepower. We put it at 18 pounds of boost, it made 300 horsepower. It's like, what is happening? Like, it almost makes you think, like, is the dyno wrong? Like, how are we hitting? Like, we were hitting like
the same
chart after chart on the dyno sheet, like the exact.
So what was that on? Like what stock computer? But
stock computer,
like a piggyback.
No, just true. Yeah, like true stock computer with MHD, like the OBD2 port tuning.
Oh yeah, okay. But all the torque management was over.
Right. But so it got down to like, okay, we tricked it into giving us the fuel we wanted. We tricked it into controlling the aftermarket boost controller to the point where, like, you request 18 pounds, it gave us 18 pounds. You request 15 pounds, it gave us 15. Like, it's working. The fuel is working. Like, the air fuel ratios are spot on. But at like 4,000 RPM at 18 pounds of boost, it would just flatline at 300 foot-pounds of torque.
So it just wasn't even letting it move to any of the other areas.
It just wasn't, right?
There.
And so we battled and battled and battled, and that's when we had to come home with the car. Like, we literally had to leave the dyno and come home at this tune, right? And it was funny, our dyno guy it was pretty late already.
10 o'clock.
Like, I want to say we left the dyno, we were coming off the dyno at like 7, 8 o'clock at night, driving home from Newmarket. We were coming across the causeway, my phone lights up. Grayson's behind me in his BMW, I'm in the CX-5.
Yeah.
Phone lights up, he goes, try this when you get a chance. And I see there's a file attached. I'm like, okay. Get to the shop. I'm like, Grayson, you got a minute?
I think I know where
He's like, yeah, why? I'm like, I think we got some stuff to try. So then I loaded the tune on, and we went down the road, and sure enough, like, it made like 15 pounds of boost, but way more power. And it just pulled like a freight train. And I'm like, and so I send him back the log, and he goes, yep, I got it. Give me a minute. Sends another tune. Now it's faster. Send him back a log. And we did this till like 2 a.m. I think we did 18 highway pulls in this thing at midnight.
Justin, the tuner, just couldn't. He couldn't
crack it on the dyno, but once he figured it out, he said I couldn't. He's
so
like, I'm not going to
doing
sleep.
a remote?
So he was
like
doing
a
it like
tune?
Like kind of essentially, yeah, like,
or emailing logs, like,
yeah,
here, do this,
like,
it's logging.
Because it's all off your phone too, like with the MHD Bluetooth,
really?
like you log it with your phone. I texted it to him.
Okay.
He would make an adjustment, email it back. I would load it off from my phone, so we're going to and from, and sure enough, now the thing friggin' parties. It makes like 18 pounds of boost, and like calculated torque was like mid 4s.
And what was the
like? Well, I don't know. Above my pay grade.
Cracked the...
He told me, but I forget.
Are they a DCT?
No, it's a manual.
Oh, it's actually like a real.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forget.
Well, it's relatively modern. Like Beamer?
It's an 08.
Series.
08 1 Series.
135.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of logic. I imagine they would have
German logic.
Yeah,
pretty.
they would.
It was
good
08.
logic,
I was like following along the whole dyno session.
Yeah.
And he was getting into some pretty fancy stuff with this, where I'm like, yeah, this is new to me. Like, I'm used to the GM world. Like, I'm used to fucking Holly, right? Like,
well, that's the other thing is like a standalone versus like all these OEM algorithms. Mm-hmm. Standalone's not like that.
Like a standalone
wants you're going through this map.
Yeah.
You're doing this. You have all your compensations, everything else. Where like
even as
that's why
simple as
going
like
through all the HP tuners menus, I'm just like, holy, there's a lot of options. And
Even as simple as like red line, like on my Holly, I can just like tap a couple screen, like touch screen, doot. I can make the red line whatever I want, and it does
Could
it.
you do 15,000?
Right? Yeah, like
did
I
once,
could.
I
didn't
did once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could.
you can
and
put
it'll
the
do
number in.
Yeah.
I called it a forced limiter.
Right.
Is what it was.
Like or
That was
whatever.
mechanically limited.
It
Yeah,
was.
theoretically it'll do it. It'll be the first mechanical component that might stop it. Yeah. But in in the tricking the factory world,
What?
Are you falling asleep?
Maybe.
He just was
are you
jerk.
snoring over there?
No.
Playing pocket ball.
Yeah. But in the factory world, it's kind of like, no, the red line is what it is. It's like it's not as simple as just like delete the number from that box and type in a bigger one. It's
Right.
like,
It is what it is.
Again, it's like, well, no, it doesn't want that much torque at that point. So you have to tell it like, well, no, I would like more torque at that point.
Yeah.
And again, the table of the BMW never exceeded the factory 300, like let's say foot-pounds of torque,
Yeah.
right? Even though it can calculate that it's making closer to 5, it even knows it's not supposed to be making 5. It knows it is making 5, but somewhere we had to trick it to stop limiting it to 300, right?
Right.
Like, it's, yeah.
Stupid fucking BMW.
Again,
I don't know. I'll be into it.
yeah, like, again, we chirp it like,
I'm
oh
just
my
gonna
god,
up
this
all
is
the
so
torque values.
stupid. It's like, it is actually far from it. It
It's,
is,
Max
it's
effort.
pretty brilliant.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
400 foot-pounds on every gear.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Just the biggest number you can in every
Yeah,
box.
Better
And-
rep.
yeah, but whatever. and because it is sometimes the dumbest things. Like, and I think it was like some random other map, like some other map.
Yeah.
It wasn't the map that is scaling
heated seat
towards
module.
boost. It wasn't the map that was scaling to temperature. It wasn't the map that was scaling to traction control. It wasn't. It was some
something
random other
buried in there.
right buried in there that obviously 5 hours of doing dyno pulls, like back to back to back to back identical pulls, we could not figure it out, and it took him laying in bed thinking, yeah, it's got to be somewhere. You know what I mean? It kind of comes down to that. Whereas with the Holly, it's like, no, you can literally fucking click and drag, and you have more fuel. And,
Away you go.
yeah.
Why are you putting a Coyote in the LTD instead of an LS?
Oh, here, this guy.
It's Ford, that's why.
I mean, I'm not brand loyal. I had a Toyota.
Doesn't have a rotary in it.
I had a Toyota and a Beamer. I had a small block in a Mazda. I had a Nissan and a Mazda. I have a Volkswagen and a Mazda, which is very World War II.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
very...
actually.
No, well, a lot of those were the same chassis.
yeah, actually, that's
different
all
motors.
just
Yeah.
one.
One Mazda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't know. I like the motors.
You're a
They're.
big fucking Jeep dick now. I forgot about your Jeep obsession.
I forgot about that.
Gosh darn it. He's a Jeep dick now.
It's a Jeep thing, and I still don't understand.
Holy
You
fuck.
never will. You
No, I
never
don't.
will.
They're pieces of junk.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
awful.
they
They're
are.
total piles of shit.
Yeah.
Fun as hell, but piles of shit. Yeah, they really are.
That's an honest Jeep owner
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. No, that was like the biggest impulse buy. I went to Tilsonburg to buy.
You drove to Dilsenburg to buy it? Holy fuck.
I went to Tilsonburg to go look at a Samurai. It was clapped. Buddy texts me 5 minutes before I get there. He's like, "Oh, the oil was a bit milkshakey. I guess it needs a head gasket." And I was like,
You dickhead.
Oh.
awesome. Like, and then show up and I look at it and it's like, and he wouldn't budge. I was like, okay. And it was a total rat's nest of wiring. So anyway, he's like, well, I got a buddy selling a YJ with a 488 and, whatever. And they're all used as country girl mud trucks. Holy shit. Anyway, I bought it. So, yeah.
Anyway,
I think I went into one of the car wash, like U-wash bays, and then I just got most of the exterior of it and just underneath. But like, I probably took 300 pounds of mud out of the thing.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
stresses me out.
and they're still muddy.
I hate dirty
No,
vehicles.
it's not bad now. But yeah, that was the whole thing. But now I designed a bunch of suspension parts. They're being laser cut right now.
Is
I
that your
have-
house? You have a laser cutter?
No, I outsource that. Everybody's got that stuff. Why would you buy one?
Who do you use?
This one, this is the first time I've yet to get the stuff. But a friend of mine who has like a structural like welding
Yeah.
business, he uses them for stuff, and they're good. So it's Ranfar and Curtis.
Okay.
So it's close.
Yeah, actually, that name rings a
really?
bell. I think
Yeah.
because again,
And they have like
Like
big,
Sendcut
they
sends
have-
the big one because all the
Yeah.
YouTubers use them in the States,
Nah.
but it's like we're in Canada. It's not actually
not
practical to
gonna
send
be
stuff
good
to
for
and
us.
from America.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
Yeah.
So they're local.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, I just sent them in the file that they would actually use for the cutter.
Right.
But like, I mean, you could send them a napkin if you
Yeah.
want. And yeah, they have big brakes as well for bending, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Good to
So
know.
I designed all the suspension stuff for that. So I'm doing 1-ton axle swaps. And then I ordered 15 40-inch tires from the manufacturer in China.
Nice.
Yeah. They're like they're like apparently like Europe's Ultra 4 series uses these tires.
Yeah.
The lugs on them are mental. They're a bias ply, so they
really?
flex like crazy.
Why
Yeah.
15?
Well, you,
Why not
three,
six
three
or
Jeeps,
five?
5 per.
Okay,
spare.
fine. I
Doing
guess
the
the
whole
spare.
fleet,
I
yeah.
forgot. Okay, fair and square. I was
Yeah,
thinking.
gotta
I
have-
was
gotta
thinking
have
when
a
I'm
backup.
16, you could at least outfit 4 of them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do like weld-on beadlock kit and stuff.
Sick.
Like, yeah. So yeah, 1-ton axle swap for that. So I'm gonna do wheelbase stretch as well. So yeah, that's
Again,
It's a fucking
kind of
cheap
just
thing.
unnecessarily cool shit.
Yeah.
It's just
Again, we
I
didn't
don't
even
know.
touch on it, but like
No, I
the
forgot
heads
about
of
that.
your boat motor. Like,
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
like
I
the
was-
whole Fuelie project.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so the Allison, the motor, I have a test tank in the shop, and I designed a complete fuel injection system from scratch for this fuel injected version of the V6 that's on my Checkmate.
That's so cool.
So made my own cylinder heads, all ignition, wiring harness from scratch, everything.
What ignition
Did you know
coils
about
did you
that?
use?
No.
Like,
Yeah.
like full custom
no, it
cylinder
was a
heads with injectors
throttle
and shit
body
to
on
make
the-
a
I
fuel
saw
inject-
something.
Wagon was
yeah.
Mustang parts.
That's right. Yeah.
Did you know that?
What?
The throttle body on the wagon was the same throttle body that was on the Painful Wingo.
Like the
Yeah, it
same
was
one?
it was a 4.6.
It was a 4.6.
It was a 4.6.
It would have been
throttle
cooler
body.
if it came off the Pink Flamingo
Oh
and go
yeah,
on the
no,
wagon.
that would probably have intake air control and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
oh,
This
yeah.
one didn't. Yeah, no, I machined an adapter plate for that, and so it had a normal cable throttle body on
Yeah.
the wagon. But yeah, no, the Fuelie V6 is it's drive by wire. It's fuel tank controlled, sequential ignition. I made the whole reed plate, intake, everything.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's a neat project. It runs in the test
In the
tank. Yeah, it runs in gear, responds to throttle in gear, so it's
Nice.
kind of at a
Good.
point
How'd
where
you do the drive-by-wire?
6 wires to a throttle body and 6 wires to a pedal.
No, like, okay, no, what I'm asking, like, is
Like-
it just a single throttle body on it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's
yeah.
just
I wasn't sure if
what
it-
are the GMT 800 Bosch?
Yeah, like, yeah, like the,
87s,
yeah,
something like that.
the basic Bosch one. Like
Yep.
it'd be a Gen 4 throttle body. Gen 3, late Gen 3 throttle body.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Of course.
The normal 6-wire plug,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
not the
4 volt.
early. Yeah, 4 volt.
Okay, no, so yeah, for a Gen 4 GM
Be
throttle
like
body.
no GMT 900.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not 800.
no, not 800. I lied.
No, but the
don't want good
800s had
parts
the,
on
the shitty 3 bolt with the weird big plug.
Yeah, no,
No,
not
the
those.
one up from that. So like what
Yeah.
your car has
More
and everything beyond
standardized.
that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the car / Gen 4 version of the LS throttle body, like the
Yeah, so when I
very
actually,
easy to find Bosch throttle body.
when I do the hot foot in the boat, I have to come up with a linkage system so
Yeah.
I can actually do the drive-by-wire sensor in
Mm-hmm.
the boat because it's normally a push-pull cable.
Yeah, exactly. So
But,
and yeah, because pulling a cable versus pushing a lever, unfortunately, you have to kind of flip the thought on it. But it shouldn't be the hardest thing to overcome. Like the hot foot just has
No,
like
the
it'll have like a
OMCs
backwards.
are a pull cable. They pull.
Well, yeah, that's what. But like,
Some of them are backwards though.
yeah,
So it's
okay,
a push cable
yeah.
for throttle. It depends on what.
Yeah, I was gonna say because yeah,
That's weird.
The idea of
Yeah,
like the
a
hot
push
foot in a
throttle.
boat is almost backwards to a gas
Tranny
pedal in a
shift
car.
cables are push-pull.
Yeah.
They're push-pull cables.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that was pretty fun.
I mean, of all things, that shouldn't be hard for you to figure out.
It was it was actually kind of like fun because the whole thing I'll show you a picture of the
Yeah.
schematic for the entire thing, and I did it in Microsoft Paint, and all my coworkers that are like electrical engineers and everything like that, they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, but it works, and look at it, and they're like, yeah, it looks pretty good. But it's like, and it didn't take that long.
And
It
it
wasn't like
pained
too
them
much.
all to say that.
But it was, yeah, I got, the only thing I screwed up is I had 2 of the pins in the throttle body backwards.
That's pretty good.
Everything
Yeah,
else
that's
was
not
good.
bad. That's not
2 of the
bad at
pins
all.
in the throttle body were backwards, but yeah. Yeah, that one I took more time and tried to, do a nice, take what I learned, because the wagon was my first full standalone, complete from scratch harness. So that was one wire at a time, every injector, every coil, every sensor, everything like that.
Wow.
That was my first project, standalone and from scratch. And then what I learned from that, I took to the Fuel EV6
And went from
to
there.
do that. And it looks a lot better than obviously that one. So as long as you're learning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was fun. When I was at Fuel Tech, I did pick up a solid state relay. I would really like to spray it.
Of course.
I would that's long game because I haven't even restored the boat yet, but
Yeah.
I would really like to spray it.
That'd be
cool.
insane. That'd be fun.
And I mean, Fuel Tech it'll do progression.
Nice progressive.
You can ramp it
'cause you
in,
can
so
P-
it's
like,
not mental.
PWM, the solenoid and
yeah,
everything. And
it's a
yeah,
solid state relay. Have at her.
yeah.
And you can just do a dry shot and compensate with injector.
Yeah.
Like it's yeah. So it's pretty cool that way. And that's why I was like, I just want to try it. I've never, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, but yeah. So
that'd be
no,
sick.
but the LTD, Coyotes,
Yes.
the cams are in the right spot.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're not buried in the middle of the motor.
Yeah.
They got to be
Yeah,
outside.
but there's too many of them.
No, there's not. There's 2 over each one.
No.
That's perfect.
That's a party.
There is no doubt at all whatsoever that dual overhead cam makes for the best geometry for lightweight valve train, efficient control.
Big valves. Lots of airflow.
Well, typically you just jam 4 valves in the cylinder instead of, these
I'm
Yeah, but
massive spoons.
right, yeah.
I'm not actually one over the other though. Like
No,
I don't-
exactly.
I don't care. Like it's cool that they're both still around.
Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be a twin turbo monster or anything
not?
like that. I don't know.
Yet.
Don't say
Yet.
anything.
Yeah.
Don't put anything
Do
in
it.
my ear. But
Bet.
Yeah.
Whipple.
You
But
won't.
Spray.
yeah, spray. Yeah.
Twin turbo. And
We just
spray.
start shipping nitrous kits to Drew's house.
Oh man,
Why do you think it was the part of the day?
Yeah, I know.
We knew this.
Tom,
Yeah.
get that bottle back up.
Yeah.
no, it's they're just capable motors. Like
Oh,
those
there's no doubt there's
those
a capable engine.
Gen 2 motor, you can throw probably like $8,000 at an LS, arguably a liter bigger, and make the same power that a stock airbox Coyote can do with just a smarten up.
Yeah.
I'm like, that says something. And then now, I mean, don't get me wrong, an LS, it's based off a small block Ford. So, I mean,
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
That was
but no. But I mean,
I'm
like,
editing
it's
that
also
out.
another.
Yeah, there's that. That's it.
It's
I'm
also
editing that
another,
out.
like, what? It came out in 98.
Yeah.
Coyote came out in
Right.
10 or 11.
Right.
So, I mean, you
no,
know.
there is
And everybody's like, oh, they're so expensive. I'm like, they are more, but they've also been around half the time.
right. They've been around
So
for
they're
half
just
as
getting
long,
warmed up to the capability, right?
but
Yeah.
they have
So-
also they are leaps and bounds ahead in terms of technology.
Like those heads
Like-
flow
Like
like
single
crazy.
single
Factory
cam
head.
push
Yes.
rod motors are old technology.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
they're
yeah.
They're simple. They're
And
easy.
Now
they're,
we've got to a point with push rod motors that they can't contain lifters.
Yeah.
So now we're going backwards.
Exactly.
Old
They're in
technology.
such
well,
an
yeah,
angle.
that's the problem. Is how'd you
Yeah.
go backwards? And
Yeah.
it's the oldest technology, and now you're fucking it up again.
Yeah.
Like,
And now we're ruining it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But
like,
no, like don't get me wrong, it's a wicked capable, inexpensive package for the punch they deliver and
100%.
they fit and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, oh man, the Coyotes are damn capable.
yeah, but
It's cool, like seeing all these like no prep cars now, like coming up, and it's like these re-sleeved factory blocks, like just factory casting, re-sleeved, like heavier wall sleeves, and stock heads, like.
I said
It's
this
just
last
like,
podcast
damn.
though. It is, and I mean you are right because again, like let's be honest, when you're into our world, like yeah, okay, sleeving a motor, like Cody's getting a motor sleeve, like well, like it's not actually that big of a deal. But I saw a video. It was one of the no prep. I forget who it was, but
Yeah.
a no prep guy, and he was like, "Yeah, no, the Coyotes are great. All we have to do is sleeve them, and they can make 1,000 horse or 2,000 horsepower." And it's like, but it's like the way he said, all we have to do is sleeve them. It's like, okay, so all you have to do is completely disassemble it all the way down to the bare block, do the literal core of it.
machining.
Yeah, do proper machining and put proper, expense into it, right?
Yep.
Pistons,
And then
rods,
it's kind of like
crank.
the word only doesn't belong in that
No,
statement.
no.
Like
But
frankly, like
the angle that he would have been pulling on is that not into an aftermarket block, not into
Correct,
aftermarket.
yes.
So that's another one.
So
like factory cranks.
yeah, so
They're
that's
not
impressive.
very expensive. I don't know, LaSalle's drag and drive Coyote program, the sleeved block combo with like I think some mild porting, obviously cams. I think they started flexing the crank at 2,500 wheel,
Right, which is insane.
and that was like
disgusting.
a deep into the sixes car
right.
with a rad,
Yeah.
It ran a 597.
587.
587.
That's a billet block. That's a new program. It's
Yeah.
still Coyote,
Yeah,
but that's not
That's
a factory
crazy,
casting.
eh?
But yeah, like I mean, I like obviously yes, I do understand. Like the blocks are strong, the cranks, like the components
it's
are
modern
strong.
engineering.
But people,
It went for a long time that time.
That
Fucking
was
smash
that
that thing. Throw it outside.
but it's just funny how like because again
It's
in the
never
LS
done
world,
this.
No.
in the LS world, like if all I had to do was put a different crank and sleeve a motor and make 2,000 horsepower, it's like yeah, but the word only doesn't belong there. I only have to get a billet crank and sleeve the motor to make over 1,000 horsepower,
yeah.
right? But again,
it's-
only doesn't.
It only
No,
doesn't.
that's a big deal.
Everyone
Like,
understands what you're kind of into at that point.
Yeah,
It's,
but then you do get every single person in the comment section of these videos going like, "Coyote is king," or on the flip side, "LS is king." You don't need to do anything. You can pick up a $500 LS and put a turbo on and make 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no, like.
you might get a couple.
Can you
660 runs
can you
or
literally
1320.
take an unopened LS and pour boost to it and make 1,000? Like yeah, but how
You can
many?
do the Richard Holdner stuff.
Right, but like you still need the injectors to do it. So like
yeah.
you still need more than what
You need
literally
the-
came out
You
of the
need the
junkyard.
program.
Right.
Yeah.
So you,
Like-
you still need more than what came out of that junkyard car. So once you add all those extras,
But that's
an unopened motor can
everyone
do that.
knows you need those parts to do it.
Except for comment
Unless-
sections.
unless-
Literally
well,
people
I
like
guess.
except for you know what? Except for
Oh,
people
no,
who
this is
literally
bad.
phone me.
What?
Actually,
will.
I'm so happy
Like I
I
have
don't deal with this.
I
We
have
actually have one
literally
outside there right now.
but I
that
have
maroon
received
Corvette.
phone calls. I've received phone calls.
yeah.
Can you LS swap my Subaru? Well, the answer is yes, I can. All right, well, I picked up a $500 junkyard motor. Can you give me a quote? I said, yeah, it'll be about $45,000.
And we'll go buy you a Subaru.
Right.
Yeah,
And he's
really.
like, what do you mean? He goes, is this some kind of joke? And it's like, no. Like, I have to, like, for one, your $500 junkyard motor might as well stay in your garage because I'm finding you something else. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not putting some clapped out, rusty piece of shit fucking junkyard motor with 400,000 on it in your LS swapped Subaru because by the time your Subaru is LS swapped, there's going to be so much work into it that the motor's the cheap part, even at brand new
yeah.
LS3 territory.
No,
and on
no,
top,
it's
like
it's all the fitment.
so, there is
everything
literally
else.
people out there that
yeah.
and they think they can just grab a handful of the wires and yank them out, and then it can run. Like I have everything I need. It's
If you
like
strategically put power to the right one.
right, but it's right. But the problem is that people think that all of that still only costs $500.
Internet makes a lot of stuff look a lot
Yeah.
easier. The tough one in scenarios like that is typically with the lead-in question, you know where it's going, and then the next is like, okay, you realize that are there engine mounts that exist for this? No. Okay, now we're making engine mounts.
Right.
Are there these that exist?
No.
No. Now we're making and designing this. I get asked to design.
We just
stuff
generally
and-
give them your phone number.
Yeah. It's
Well, yeah,
like
that-
I get asked for certain things, and it's like, can you? Does it exist, and can you buy it? How much is it? That's cheaper. Go buy it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like I,
Oh, yeah,
I
100%.
have
For us to
said
build
that
or you to build a
so
one-off
many
thing
times.
is just if they make it,
So
buy it.
many times. I had a lot of people reach out to me when I made those heads for that motor, and I could get it down to a reasonable point, but they were asking me for different platforms then.
Okay, yeah.
So like,
Well, I saw you do it for this. Can you do it for that? It's like,
Yeah.
well, that's a new
they
one-off.
wanted it for the big block OMC stuff, and I'm like, I can. I'm like, are you semi-local? Are you like
Semi-rich?
Well,
Yeah,
it's like
do
it's
you
like
have
I
40
could
grand?
probably grow a bunch of the geometry and I could probably effective. It would be more, but I don't think it'd be grossly more. But I was like, do you have a donor block? Can you leave me a block? Like you know,
yeah.
and then
are
the
you
next
far
one is,
enough into this project to have a spare motor to leave with me?
do
while
you
I
have
develop
combustion chamber geometry you want?
This? Yeah.
Because I can take a thumb wave, but if it blows up, that's not me.
Right.
Like,
oh darn, it
you
didn't
gotta,
work.
You gotta
This
jet
is on
for
you.
it. You gotta like.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just,
You know, I played with squish bands. I got squish bands wrong. I was looking at like slight witness marks on the pistons. Like, I know what that is.
Like there's a lot.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's stuff like that.
There's
so.
a lot that goes into this stuff. Like
But yeah, it's a lot of time you can tell by the question. But I always
Yep.
follow it up with one. Are there any parts that you can buy? Like,
Right.
especially big questions like that. Can you buy swap mounts? Can you buy this?
Exactly, yeah.
Because most of the time it'll be an oddball, and it's like, well, you know, most of the time I know it's like, well, LS swaps into most chassis. Yeah, there's lots.
right.
But, you know, other platforms, when you get the oddball, right?
Well,
It's like,
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know who's making anything, but
Yeah. Can you LS swap my Subaru? Well, yes. Can you keep it all-wheel drive? All right. How much money do you have? Like, yeah. No.
Can you
Yeah.
LT 4-swap my Miata?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
put a Hellcat motor in a Miata.
No.
Corvette had a
You can
Yeah.
set it near a
You
But
can
yeah,
set
like-
it.
you should get a Hellcat more.
I should get a Hellcat?
You'd
need
fit right
16
in a
spark-
My
Hellcat.
skin's their own color.
You need 16 spark
I
plugs.
have to edit that out.
Yeah, they do run dual spark plug, don't they?
Yeah,
Hemis.
all those Hemis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Junk.
And don't they?
$300 in spark plugs.
And don't they get stuck in the head too?
No, that's just.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
That was
That's-
your.
I was
That's
just
your
Triton.
Mustang.
That's just
That was your
straight-
guy.
I
know
was
that-
just 5.4 Tritons.
I know that
And
was
four-
Tritons,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I thought that was
4.6.
Hemis too. Or no, maybe Hemis are just really hard to get.
I think they're hard to get out.
I think
hard to
there's-
get
okay,
at.
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
The back
Hemis are
two
just
cylinders
really hard to get
probably-
at them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the back ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would fit right in a murdered out Charger or Challenger.
Oh, unfortunately, you would.
No, you
and it
need
would
an
be so
electric
awful.
one.
And he'd love it too. Oh yeah.
Whatever that. What is it? The Daytona?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Is that the
Yeah.
new one?
Yeah, the new Daytona.
yeah, coworker.
Daytona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you call it?
Daytona.
Oh
yeah.
man, a coworker drives by. He's like, the new Challenger looks awesome. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's all electric. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's gay.
Don't they have a 6-cylinder in there now? The Hurricane engine.
They do have the Hurricane in them.
Do they?
Yeah, that was like
Really?
that Dodge that drove by earlier, and I yelled.
Is that the
at him.
inline?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Twin turbo?
twin turbo Hurricane.
Yeah,
It's
they're,
a-
they're
it's
not
like
all-
a
but not all
3-liter
of them.
inline.
It's an M3 engine, is what it is. It's literally an M3 engine.
Why?
Like, just if you look at the design of it versus the design of the S58, they're like somebody was looking over somebody's shoulder doing homework. The Hurricane and the S58 they could be siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
haven't spent much
say
time paying
that
attention to
fucking-
them.
6 in a
Cut.
row.
They say the
Injection
Cummins
molded
and
valve
JZ
cover
could be
and
siblings.
everything modern.
Inlines.
Yeah.
Well, same with the
Injection
transport
molded
drive.
intakes.
Peterbilt
Like,
comes in
everything's the
right?
same.
As soon
Plastic.
as the warranty's out, you're done.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even seen a picture of that. I don't even know what it looks like.
Probably something stupid.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a 3-liter inline 6.
No,
No, like it
No,
is
like it
actually.
it will
you
like,
can go
Super
wrong.
strong.
You can go wrong
Might
with the
be.
Dodge.
like
product,
it
though.
kind like
Maybe.
3-liter is enough displacement to make power.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Inline 6
Smooth.
is smooth.
Torquey.
It packages well. It can make
And a
great
power.
torque.
Because
And inline is narrow and easy to work on, and air comes in one side and out the other, and
You're forgetting something. They're so goddamn heavy. I'd rather spend $1 million on a VQ.
no, you wouldn't.
I don't really. I'm surprised that just came out of your mouth, whether
No.
it's sarcasm or not.
You got to do the Nissan Coyote, the VK.
Yeah, the VK is actually pretty
VK56.
cool.
VK56.
Six.
is
Yeah,
it?
56. Yeah.
No, I said to Dave one day, I was like, why don't you just Jay-Z swap that piece of shit? He goes, they're too heavy.
What?
What?
Are they?
No,
I don't think they'd be that.
Jay-Z's are like
They're just long.
heavy, but they're not that heavy.
They're-
Like
it was like-
RBs are heavy.
outrageous.
it was like 100.
RBs are. Yeah.
RBs are heavy.
They're same. They're an iron block,
Yeah.
steel block, aluminum head.
But I don't think 2Js are as heavy as an RB, and I don't think 2Js are that heavy.
2J
Oh,
was
maybe
like
like 500
130
pounds,
pounds
maybe.
more than the VQ.
It would be.
Is that
I
including
guess,
the
a
weight of
decent
the
amount
money
more.
he spent
The
on
VQ is a kind of a tidy little package as far as motors go.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny when they stay in the shopping bag.
Well, yeah. They
when you're
you
carrying
sweep up
all the
from-
oranges and they fall at the bottom, it's not good.
what you have to sweep up off the track after
Yeah.
it fits in a bag.
right.
Yeah, package is nice.
I was gonna say my JZ lived at 400 wheel for quite a while with injectors and a turbo
Yeah.
and a stock oil pickup,
Dave,
Yeah.
just a big oil cooler,
Just a
and
big
that was
oil
it.
cooler and
Dave once again making it into every
Yeah.
single
I mean,
episode.
fair and square.
I'd never met him. I just know of the motors,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Fair and square. Dave is pushing like 650 to the tire out of the thing.
pretty
Like
good.
it makes good horsepower.
Yeah.
And it is fast. Like
I hope so.
right. So it's not like
You're doing something wrong.
again.
if
It's not like
that's
he's having these issues at 300 horse.
No,
So
no.
At least he has that
Oh,
going for him.
his last motor made 650
He made
torque,
655
quite a
or
bit.
655 horse and 650 torque.
and
or
now
something.
he's got better turbos now. We're doing more efficient exhaust. I mean, it's going to be 700.
Yeah, and even
For how long?
and
We're
he's
not
being
sure.
smart about it in
Also,
the sense of like he's
it
like
has gapped head gaskets.
Well, yeah.
What?
Oh, God.
okay, hopefully not. No, he claims that happened after.
I don't fucking believe it
What
for
is
a
it?
second.
Okay.
Peg gasket?
No, so
We'll show you this after, but
we'll show
carry
you.
on.
I'll show you
I'll
when we
just-
go downstairs.
Okay.
Do we need
essentially-
to out him again?
maybe no. Essentially, what it looks like is when he torqued the head down,
Yeah.
that the engine stand was in the way.
And it like
So it
grew
literally
the
looks like
head.
it's torqued against the engine stand instead of torqued properly.
Oh, no.
But he claims the heads were already on there and torqued, but he went to
Okay.
flip the motor to work on it underneath or
And one of
something,
the arms
and
moved.
that's when the arm twisted into
Oh.
it. But
So
the way,
hopefully, I'm sure that's it.
but
Yeah.
the way we all saw it at pretty much the same time.
Same
We went,
time, we go,
oh my god, he torqued the head down
wrong.
against the engine
No.
stand.
Yeah.
He's going to have a big exhaust leak from his head gasket.
Ooh.
But anyway, we think he claims it's okay, and he
Alright.
knows why the
Hopefully
engine
it's
stand.
alright.
Yeah,
But
because
like
touching
it
it.
grooved the head. Like I don't think it.
Oh yeah.
No, he does claim like the
Would
way
he
it
lie
shifted
about
its
that?
weight, it was
No.
like a pretty big
no,
cram.
because you might as well fix it now on the stand.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
there's any question, you do it now.
No, he's
not-
confident it happened after torquing
So-
the head down. But anyway, we all looked at it and went, "Oh my god, he torqued the head into the engine stand."
Is that where the head sits like this?
yeah.
Oh no.
Poor Dave.
But never stood a chance.
It'll be fine.
I mean that'll be cool.
He's good shit.
I think.
though.
oh yeah.
Is he gonna put like EMAP
Yeah, so we're doing
exhaust map?
so individual temp sensors and EMAP on each bank.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good to know.
He's got a nice hull tech to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's good with the.
He's good with the
electronic
electrical
Yeah.
stuff. He's good with the technical side of things.
That's one that
Um,
I was pushing Mitch for with his E46 with a 1J. It's still in progress, but
Yeah, like, it's a
but I mean,
motor
it's like,
mounted,
you know, hey, like I want to put exhaust pressure on it. I want to put this. It's just like I want to know how it's living, type of thing.
Yeah.
So Dave's big on the sensors,
Yeah.
like turbo turbine speed sensors.
Yep.
Everything, all the way down to he
Pressure
has,
of the valve of the what's dry sump now.
Yeah, he's
so
a map sensor on the valve cover to monitor vacuum in the crankcase. Like he's gonna
Yeah,
know his
that's-
shit when it comes down to that stuff.
He's gonna need like 4 screen like a Tesla.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's
But-
a lot of info. But I mean,
yeah,
But no, we
I know
do
it's filtered
have
data is knowledge.
we do have a pretty good idea. I keep saying like I mean yeah I guess it's we. I'm the one doing most of the work, but yeah, he has a good idea of like essentially what he wants to see out of the data as well as what's going to keep this thing alive.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Hopefully it will.
I haven't seen a red
yeah.
light in a while.
You turned it off, didn't you, Brad?
no, I turned it back on when I got up last time. Oh whatever.
Oh
It's got
It's
audio.
a it's a fucked anyway.
It's- yeah.
yeah. We're
Do you
So-
want to shut her down?
So do you still drift?
no.
Are you going to get back into it?
with the LTD.
I got a couple friends that would let me drive their cars, but
Yeah.
me have a car? No.
No.
One thing I do actually kind of want to do is sick week.
Yeah, the drag and drive
Yeah.
stuff is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
The LTD would be kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it's gonna set the world on fire, but
No, but the
it would be
idea of
something
like
fun.
just the idea of like tight schedule. You have to drive to the tracks.
You have to bring your own tools.
You have to bring your own tools. Like everything has to be
no sport vehicles.
right. Like it's kind of a cool idea. It's like I don't know, like overlanding for drag racing. Like the idea of like, hey,
I
you're-
just want to like kind of be around the pro mod drag and drive stuff. Like,
yeah.
Like you got like
fu-
LaSalle's Snot Rocket, which is that Coyote that makes like 3,000.
Yeah, like we're talking like 3,000-4,000 horsepower motors
With a
that
rad
just like
that can
cruise
sit on
around
the
on the
highway.
street.
And then like Steve Morris's Roadmaster wagon that he makes
That
and
thing is
designs his
so
own
cool. The
billet big
fucking
blocks.
wood
Yeah.
You
panel
ever seen that
wagon.
stuff?
So he did
You've seen Steve
a motor
Morris's-
for what's his
Morris?
name?
Oh, okay,
TJ.
yeah.
Have
White-
you seen
white
Steve
wood
Morris's
wagon?
to me,
panel,
didn't you?
like the
Yeah.
wood panel wagon though?
No.
Like the thing is sick.
It's a pro mod like white Roadmaster with wood paneling. It's all
looks like-
paint. It's recreated with paint.
Okay.
It's cool. But it's a steel car with a pro mod chassis, full doors, everything
But like
that.
drag and drive car.
But it has
like-
a rad and it's his own design. Like I think it's a 540 base, big block Chevy, but it's his own engine design. So it's got, different rods, different
Every-
crankshaft. Like it's his
insane.
own cannibalized. It's just for like drag and drive stuff, and it makes like 4,500,
And it's funny because
Jesus.
and it can
you
sit on the
keep
interstate.
saying it has
Yeah.
a rad.
Yeah.
It's funny because for, again, listeners who aren't that into the
Oh.
world,
Yeah, they
that's
like,
not like that's a
that's
like,
thing.
huh?
Like obviously a car has a radiator. How else
Yeah.
would it drive down? But it's like no, all of these cars are usually so fast they don't run a radiator.
No, they're solid blocks.
Like they're solid
Yeah.
blocks. They
There's no
don't
passageways.
they don't
No.
run water. They
And
just
they don't run long
they
enough.
just run their pass and shut it off.
Like they run on methanol,
right?
which has
It's
wicked
cold.
good cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're solid blocks.
So the
like,
I- so
like
the
Pro
I-
Line Racing, you heard that one?
Yeah.
So they're across the parking lot from Fuel Tech in Georgia,
Okay.
and they had something to do with bringing Fuel Tech and giving their North American start because they're Brazilian. And yeah, like Pro Line does Pro Mod Hemis.
Well, isn't
I
it
think-
isn't Proline what's in Eagle?
Yes.
Because then that's why Eagle has a fuel tech.
Yep.
Right, like that all came
Yeah.
up in Cletus's video because he said like, oh, and the guys across the street at Fuel Tech got me
Oh,
rigged
right,
up with
yeah,
this,
right.
and then that other guy is the one who did the wire harness.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Anyway, that all came
Yeah.
up in a Cletus
So
video.
Pro Line's across the parking lot. You stare right at it if you're in the shop at the dyno.
Right.
You stare right at it across.
That's
that.
funny.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool. How much was that course?
What was it? $1,100 US or something like that.
That's not.
So
that's not.
It's
horrible.
honestly really cool.
8,700 Canadian.
Yeah, really.
Plus
I think
shipping
our dollar
to get
was
down there.
I think our dollar
ship
was
yourself.
slightly better at
Yeah,
the time.
but still.
Marginal.
That's not bad.
I think it was like 1,600 after.
That's almost worth to just go to Georgia and if we have nothing to do, just do that. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's just knowledge.
it's
like
literally
and
good.
the
Yeah.
idea, like, because I don't really know if many other people do that type of thing, right? Like,
You'd benefit from that. For
yeah,
sure
like,
you would
but the
benefit
idea
from
you
that.
can just go pay for the course to go learn the product, like.
I think the neat part is, which I don't have a car running Fuel Tech anyway, but they kind of give you a neat opportunity to bring your program back and do a personalized dyno day with them. Like it's like $3,000 or something for
Right,
a
but you-
day,
but you get
it's
to-
a full day on the
Like
dyno.
they essentially use your car to teach you how to
Yeah,
tune.
and they actually it's like I don't know if they just call it like the advanced dyno,
Right.
like whatever.
That'd be
but
pretty sweet.
I was
Bring
like,
green bash.
that'd be
James,
pretty
what
cool. Like,
Holly.
that'd be
so
pretty cool.
am I doing the course when we find a fucking coyote in a 6R80 for the ride cab?
I think it'd be a waste to send you. I'll go
Okay.
instead.
I just want to try some peaches in Georgia.
So there we go. We can all go to Georgia.
I'll go with you just to film.
Yeah.
I'll be the camera guy.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah,
You're fucking fired.
Yeah.
your cameras are fired.
Yeah, it's no, it's cool, but
No, it's something different. And
yeah,
Yeah.
just
that's not something you're going to do every day.
I think like ultimately in the end, it's just kind of like there's a lot of like you got to
You ever
try.
heard of those foot
Yeah.
and mouth moments?
Here's your bases.
Never stood a
You got to
chance.
go out and
Yeah.
try it. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm kind of looking forward to either with the Fuel V6 or like HP tuners with the Coyote
Yeah.
Yeah.
just playing. So
Yeah, it's going to be a fun project seeing that Coyote going into the.
yeah, I haven't decided when I want to get after it, but got to clean up the motor.
Mm-hmm.
240,000 in the truck, and it's kind of dirty.
Yeah, no doubt. Are you gonna like refresh it, or are you just gonna drop it in as is for now?
Seemed to be running good.
Yeah.
So that was actually another thing is like Ford performance parts are surprisingly appropriately priced. Like I know like the timing chain jokes and everything like that, but like I think it was like Rock Auto. They want like $150 a gear, like a phaser, and the entire Ford Performance front timing assembly. So that's like
It's like $1,000.
it's like 800 US,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
like, it's not horrendous.
no,
Like,
and that's all their high rev chains, their new crank gear, all the high RPM guides, all the high RPM phasers, and solenoids.
yeah, like
It's a no-brainer.
It's like
And for
I don't know how
performance.
you beat that.
Exactly.
Like that's
No, exactly,
OEM like high
Yeah.
performance.
like
Like,
again, bringing back the whole like, oh, LS versus Coyote. It's like, yeah, LS is $200 for a timing set. It's like,
it is.
yeah, okay, but like,
Or you're into how much money for heads.
right? Well, yeah,
Like,
but I
you know?
but I just mean like, yeah, like okay, timing set to timing set, but
Yeah.
not apples to apples. But that price for that timing set is actually very affordable.
like for the amount that you're getting, I was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
yeah,
And tried.
Yeah, like
exactly, yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
you're
Like
not getting
OEM
a white
quality.
box, you're not getting
Right.
like, somebody's mystery configuration of parts and
Yeah, like no, it's like OEM quality ready to fit on. Like it's
Yeah.
good to go.
better than.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah.
Because of the performance stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get like OEM quality, but like
They
in a
have,
good way, not just in a good
they
enough
have
way.
Whipple kits for like the current gen Coyote trucks to like make the Mexican GTRs.
Yeah,
Like with fact, like if the dealer puts it on, you maintain your warranty. 13 grand US.
I do like the idea of that whole like dealer can put it on and
I'm
maintain
like,
a warranty. Like that's
that's-
a no-brainer in the world of
that's not
aftermarket
bad.
boost.
Well, like the
That's-
blower itself, we looked it up. The blower itself was 8.
Yeah, oh easily. Yeah.
Right, like so
Just the
whole-
blower.
So the
Yeah.
package is affordable if you consider
Yeah.
how much a blower is.
Oh yeah.
Yes, like
And you get a
And
warranty
Warranty.
yeah,
at 700 horse.
yeah.
Like that's almost worth going to buy a brand new fucking $65,000 truck.
just do it.
Wow.
you spend
The
another
last
15.
one, so
Just do it,
Polito
Betsy.
had one listed. They're like 95,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
like installed.
They juice them up
but
pretty
the I saw the price breakdown. I'm like, that seems a bit stiff.
yeah, they charge like 15 grand for labor.
No, I don't know. It's some of the price on some of the stuff, but either way, I was like, it's got a warranty.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but it is cool.
Got your
Like,
bumper to bumper for your first 3 years. and,
Yeah.
like
Imagine.
With 700
Imagine.
horse.
Yeah.
Warranty on a fucking Mexican GTR.
10 speed.
I would
oil.
have 15 new transmissions in it the first year I owned it. I'd
oh, I thought
purposely,
those,
Probably.
wait,
I'd purposely
coming from
try
you,
and
I thought
wreck
those
it.
transmissions were so good they don't blow up.
The 10
But he would
speeds?
find
Yeah.
a way if
Yeah,
they
I'd
were
find a way to
warranted.
fucking
Oh yeah,
wreck
you
it.
would.
4L80s are supposed to be the strongest fucking transmission. I fucking
What?
wrecked it.
Who said that?
Everyone.
They're better than the 4L shitty. But
Everything.
Low bar, don't trip.
Should put a power glide in it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, then connecting rods exit. You go for your 1-2, and the motor drops to
Yeah.
drops to
Big-
like idle torque RPM.
Yeah, but
3-2.
that, in that moment,
Yeah.
in that big
this.
1-2 moment,
Yeah.
even Scully couldn't fuck that up.
I could find a way. I promise you, I
God.
could find a thick skin around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thick skin or fuck off.
Yeah,
No,
I had no
that's,
choice.
Yeah.
Where's the vet?
It's at home.
He knew he'd razz him if he
Yeah,
drove it today.
you'd be doing donuts by now, wouldn't you?
Oh God, I'll go get it. I'll go home and go get it and
Bet.
come back.
All right. I'm going home to bed.
If Tonka stays here, I'll go
9:30.
get it and come back and do donuts.
Because you know he's leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go warm the TBI up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll cut it off there.
Yeah.
Scully,
thanks,
thank you
for
for
coming out.
filming
That was a good one. Yeah. I was
Thanks
going
for
to
having
say,
me.
the first hour and a half of that was awesome, and the second hour and a half of that was just endless rant, and it was great. That
Yeah.
was a good episode.
I'd
Yeah,
say
That's
so.
all right. It's good chats.
We had
Yeah.
a bit of like some tech stuff, obviously, with maps
Yeah.
and tuning, but then just
You fucking
fun
nerds.
shit.
Geeks.
Yeah. Big
You
nerds.
fucking dorks.
I want to do more tuning. I gotta play around
Tuning.
with,
Yeah.
the, with the
Tuning.
factory widebands from Ford.
There you go.
Yeah, God's motor.
First on
That's all right.
racing,
I
bud.
think GM's all factory wideband.
They're not.
Yeah.
LSs are not.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. Yeah,
You
they
gotta
are.
put them in.
No, you don't.
No?
When?
What do you mean? Like,
Since like ever.
You sure?
Yeah.
Wide?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
like I
wide?
think, okay,
I don't think they're
no, I
wide.
think like Gen 4s are all factory wideband.
Oh, that's later.
What, 02 and up? Like,
Gen 4 started in 08.
That's like 2010, isn't it?
no, that's,
So I thought Gen 4
it was a mix.
Is it? I don't
What's
know.
the
I
first
always
year of
thought
the
they were
C6?
narrowbands.
05, 04.
05. Okay, Gen 4 came in in like
Oh, yeah?
04, 05, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Junk. Should have bought a fucking 5.3 from 99.
Oh yeah.
Not wrong.
Fucking.
What's it? I thought yours is a V6.
I have 5.3 too.
In anything?
Yeah. In the step side.
What's in the red cab shorty?
Which
4.3.
one?
The fleet side's 4.3. The step side's 5.3.
Which was the one that I've seen? The cleaner one.
The 4.3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That needs a nice motor.
Needs a Coyote.
It does.
I dare you.
Needs a new fucking owner.
Why are you selling
Why?
everything?
Because I don't want anything. They can't bring 9 vehicles to America with me.
Yes, you can.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet.
Under the Hunter Street Bridge.
Somewhere where it's warm.
Gypsy. Just go move into Lance's.
I've been trying for fucking 10 years. Jane won't let me.
See if Stu will rent you a room.
No. We need to end this now.
Yeah.
No, that was a really good one.
That's what we do.
Perfect. Thanks for
guys.
coming.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, done. This is where everybody
Shut her
claps.
down.
You have to clap.
You do have to. It's just part of it.
Drew has a clap.